years get back on track, get their debt under control, or even eliminated. Jerry Givens knows what laws are out there to help protect you. These problems don't go away because you ignore the calls or letters. Trust me, they actually get worse, much worse. Jerry Givens has helped thousands of people by stopping those calls and letters. Get their peace of mind. Stop living in fear. It's no fun. Call today to set up your free consultation. 865-801-9250. That's 865-801-9250. Stop the calls by making a call. 865-801-9250.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:02 on a dreary, overcast Monday. The weather matching the mood of Fall Nation this afternoon alongside Bob Baskerville. We've got Baron Walker in the Invalid Center over there, the sick containment room. Actually, they're both looking and sounding much better than on Saturday when they had to miss voluntary reaction. I'm going to need a doctor's note from both of you, by the way.
I said one word to you, and you told me to go ahead and take the night off.
Listen, I know you. Like, I can only imagine Bear trying to get out of school as a kid. Mom, I don't feel so good. I don't think I can go to school today. Guys like Brando and The Godfather. I mean, it's just. I'm not taking either of your words for it. I think you knew what was going to happen, and you left me and Davey and Brett and Marcus. You hung us out to dry. It's an outrage. But anyway.
I've heard bits and pieces of it. It sounded quite funny. Cathartic for you guys.
It was something, man. It was a pretty high level meltdown. Look, I want to hear from Bob and Bear today because I got a lot of it out of my system on Saturday night. Not all of it. I'm in a better frame of mind today. We were all in a dark place on Saturday. I'm sure we all said things we didn't mean. Sure, we all had thoughts that we don't really believe. But maybe some of you still believe it. I don't know. We'll go through it here this afternoon. Before I get your thoughts on the game, I want to get your thoughts on this. Something that happened to me today. Coming back to where was I coming back from? Where was I today? Oh, I was at the gym. Coming back from the gym, like about 1 o'clock this afternoon to my house. Going to go get a quick shower, quick bite to eat, get over here. And I'm going through down Cedar Bluff. I'm approaching the school zone. Right, they got the 20-mile-per-hour flasher. So I got that happening, and coming in the other direction towards me, I've got a funeral procession.
You just stop.
Yeah.
You stop completely.
Yes.
You pull over and you stop.
Yeah.
Is that what you do? I feel like that's what people used to do. I used to do that all the time, and I have memories of, like, I remember being in a funeral procession in South Carolina once, and like people would pull over to the side of the road, get out of their cars and stand there, like stand at attention and a solemn sign of respect.
Most people, we've gotten away from that, but yeah, because I saw one last week, but go ahead.
Did people stop?
Yeah, it was, where you get on the interstate over near where you used to live at that massive interchange, and you've got like, you can turn left at that light and get on 640 to head west. It was right there, and they just went right up off the off-ramp and turned left to go to the
– and people stopped.
Everybody stopped.
I feel like I've seen, like, people aren't stopping much anymore. Now, I had to stop because I had to turn through there, but a lot of people were not stopping.
It's disrespectful.
Those are bad people.
I wouldn't say bad.
You should stop at a funeral procession.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Times are changing, though, and there's a lot less of that.
A lot less etiquette,
yeah,
civility.
I would say so.
They ought to teach this somewhere. Like this is something in school. It could be covered in one lesson, right? Like in just manners, just general manners.
You
People
get that
say
from your
we need to
parents.
we need to start teaching civics again in class.
Yeah, this is your parents, though. That's all.
Yeah, that's how I
A lot
learned
of
it.
people don't. I mean, like a lot of people don't have. There's a lot of single parent households out there. The families are breaking down. Like then there's a lot of people that just don't have good parents. Like I can't remember if my parents taught me that or not. Like
I'd be willing
they
to
probably
bet
did.
I mean,
If not specifically telling you, then you just being in the car and your dad.
But what do you think about that? Like a basic manners class, etiquette. I'm not talking about sitting at the nice dinner table and there's 3 forks and which one. I'm talking about just like holding the door open for people. Please, thank you. Those types of things. Hey, maybe not wear your pajamas to the grocery store in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Like, just general, hey, we live in a society. What you do affects me. What I do affects you. Let's all take care of each other.
I don't know, man. My pops,
Because
we
I
had
know
the temperament of Frank Costanza got me squared away and
exactly.
all that.
Well, it used to be family. It used to be church. And increasingly, those institutions are fractured in American society. And I'm just wondering if maybe, I know turning it over to the government and schools is probably not the best thing. But I mean, what else can we do?
Okay.
We got a bunch of scoundrels.
So you got stuck behind a procession.
No, I didn't get stuck behind anything. Like I was in the turn lane. I had to turn into my neighborhood, and it was coming through. So I just waited until it passed.
You're a good egg, Russ.
it's I feel like I actually kind of remember vividly the first time I saw it, because I remember like I wasn't told that was something you were supposed to do growing up. Like I didn't know it. I just remember I was driving around at the beach on one of my beach trips growing up, and I saw a funeral procession about to come by, and everyone pulled over. And you just assume that, like, if you see people pulling over, you should do the same.
So you just took the context clues.
Yeah, like I feel like it's as simple as people on the road taking context clues about what to do.
Okay.
Was there like a policeman or a police
Yeah,
car, motorcycle policeman?
Yes,
Then that should
Yeah.
clue you in too, right?
Yeah, they had that going on as well. Well, it was kind of like a funeral procession coming out of Neyland Stadium Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Bit.
That was not a lot of fun.
Before you get started,
Yeah,
and I love him, but how did Marcus end up here on Saturday?
that's a great question. It was kind of fortuitous, man. Like he just wanted to come by and say hi. Like he had seen Davey earlier
Okay.
at Smoky Mountain Brewery, and he texted me. He's like, "Hey, man, I was just hanging out. Like, would it be a problem if I stopped by?" And like, I wasn't thinking we'll put him to work, but I was like, "Sure, why not?" Like,
Yeah.
come by, say hi.
Yeah.
And he did. And so we're hanging out, watching the end of the game. Everybody's mad. And then, as the show starts, that's kind of chaotic. And I was like, Marcus, if you want to hang out in there with Brett and help out, like you're more than welcome to. And he jumped at it, man. So like kudos to young Marcus Young.
Yeah, that's cool.
He was a big help.
Former intern to the Stars.
And Brett Hollander, who Bob, is a fantastic
He's a
all-around guy.
font of positivity in times like this.
I'll tell you what it is. He's very, very. Brett's one of the most dependable people.
He's a glue guy, man.
He's
a glue guy.
When we were announcing that we were sunsetting Under Review, rest in peace, because of that Basilio cat coming on board, I did a little tribute to the guys, and I said it on the air. It's like that guy's like, he is absolute glue guy, man. He's always there, reliable.
Dependability is his best ability.
Absolutely. Good dude.
Well, I'm going to go through Rogers' keys to victory. Should be a
Short conversation, huh?
it should be a fun way to start the program here today. You guys tell me how many we hit. Number 1, put the hammer down.
We did not.
We tried.
Almost did.
Almost did.
Point 5.
Was talking to Christopher Gabriel last night. We were just texting back and forth, and I will always believe that if we score that set on that second possession, we score a touchdown, go up 14-0. I don't think we blow them out, but I think we handled them. I think we win that game 34-20, something like that.
Yeah, we just front run them the rest of the way.
So yeah, no on that one. Number 2 was don't get roasted on defense.
I'll give us that one. We didn't get roasted till that last run that basically ended the game if it wasn't already over. The one that they got down to the one.
Yeah, they had a couple 3rd and longs they converted to, but I think, that's some of my notes. I thought the defense played better. They played better than what we'd seen the week before, for sure.
Played well enough to win.
Yeah.
Certainly. And, I don't think Oklahoma's very good offensively right now. So that certainly had something to do with it. But yeah, I'll give them that one. All right. 1 out of 2. Number 3, let Joey be Joey.
We did, but we should have probably qualified that with be this year's Joey, not last year's.
Well, he threw for like 400 yards.
He also threw. He had the fumble, which really wasn't his fault. That's on Sanders, and then he threw 2 picks. It cost us 6 points.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I was kicking myself because almost always on Rogers' keys to victory, one of them is win the turnover battle or something to that effect. And I just wasn't thinking about, not that my thoughts have any impact on the outcome of the game, but it was like, man, that's definitely what lost us the game, man, the 3 turnovers.
It was like I said it on the text thread. It was like safeties were invisible to him, apparently, because those 2 interceptions, there would be just somebody coming into the frame all of a sudden, like, oh, I know where that's going. I mean,
Heupel even said something about it, either going to the half or coming out of the half, that he wasn't seeing the field.
Yeah.
And that's when my stomach the bottom fell out of it.
And then number 4, what are we?
We're 0 for 3.
Well, no, we
one
didn't get
2.
roasted on D. We're 1 for 2. What do we do with Joey? I mean, like
his 2 interceptions.
The interceptions just trump all, and the fumble
cost us the game.
Which isn't really his fault, but kind of was. Whatever.
I mean, that's 13
all
points.
Right. 1 out of 3. The 4th one, make it nasty, toxic, borderline dangerous inside Neyland Stadium.
I'll tell you what I've heard. I was not there, so it's tough to say, but sounds like it was not like that. And it was, the buzzkill obviously was the R. Mason Thomas scoop and score that just took the air out of the place, and it was never quite the same.
Well, I mean, even before that, I don't know if you caught this on the TV broadcast. They were showing the digital decibel meter down on the field, and it was sitting about 104.
That's what CG said. He said the fans were ready. They were primed and ready. And if we score that second touchdown, it is on, and it's going to be a party in there. But that was such a deflation, such a buzzkill, that it was hard to, I thought it was loud. Again, I wasn't there, just on TV. It seemed like it was loud at times, but not as loud as I thought it might be.
Yeah. No, there's to me, loud is like Oklahoma when they came up here with Baker Mayfield, 22 Alabama. I think that what they say they peaked out, they think somewhere in the neighborhood like 125, 130. I mean, it was coming close to like a jet engine.
So I don't think, it was loud.
Yeah.
It wasn't nasty, wasn't toxic, wasn't borderline dangerous.
No.
1 for 3 on Rogers' keys to victory.
1 for 4, 1 and 3.
1 for 4, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll get you a 33-27 loss. Now, this is weird. I'm still going through the scores on our Facebook feed. We had 2 people guess 33-27. One of them, Jared, just wrote in 33-27, but he didn't say who was going to win.
Okay.
So I can't give it to him. I'm assuming
Tennessee.
he probably thought Tennessee. And then the other one said 33-27 Vols. It was Nick Davis, the guy who's already won twice.
I think I had 34-27, but I had Vols.
I can't remember what I had. 41-34.
Bob, you had 34-28 Vols. Bear, you had 31-14. Walker had 38-35. CG at 35-24. So, none of us were particularly close, but we'll figure out who won the Crown Cleaners Crown pick of the week. A lot of overreactions coming out of Saturday. Is the first time that we really had a discussion about Josh Heupel and his future here. And I don't think anybody was saying he's got to go. I don't think anybody is saying, if they are, it is a small minority of Tennessee fans, just a handful at most. But we're having a conversation. It's what happens the rest of the year, and what does that mean the pressure on him coming into next year, and he's got to make a change. He's got to do this stuff. Sentences, terms we've never used in discussing Josh Heupel before. That's how it begins.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it begins. So, again, nobody seriously calling for a coaching change right now, Bob. But if you lose at Florida and you lose to Vanderbilt and you go 7-5, I think the conversation will begin in earnest. I don't think he's going to get fired, but I think he's on the hot seat coming into 2026.
Hot seat.
I do.
Huh.
No, I think so.
You go
too.
7-5 this year. Like that's I think you're going to be on the hot seat. I'm not saying it's like scalding hot, but I'm saying go 7-5 and then like lose to Georgia Tech next year. Lose a couple of early SEC games. Yeah, it'll be hot.
I'll take it a step further because I agree. I don't think anything's going to happen this season. I don't think anything should happen this season as far as Josh Heupel goes. I think a lot of people draw the conclusion that Heupel and Danny are buddies, and obviously they have a history together. I'll be shocked if they happen to go 7-5, and actually, if they even go 8-4. I think Danny should have the conversation with Josh, like, "Hey, man, next season you got to make some changes going into next season," because I do think he's going to be on the hot seat if that happens, and also I think it just happens everywhere else in college football. You just saw Shane Beamer do it with Mike Shula. You've got to make changes to your staff when you're not, because say what you want about this season. If they finish 7-5, I recognize that they lost a lot of personnel from last season, but it's a regression. There is no question about it. Okay. This is a top tier program, not a blue blood, but it's a top tier program in a Power 4 conference that has the resources and everything else. So if you end up at 7-5 or even 8-4, I do think that that's a regression. And I do think that going into next season, he rightfully so should be on the hot seat in this day and age. And I'm not saying get him out of here right now, but
sure,
something's got to give.
The only thing coming out of that game that I was really, and still am, I don't know if I'll ever be over it, have the red behind about Russ, is it's just one thing. There are a lot of things that cost us the game, those kinds of things happen. But the decision on 4th and 1 to not have Ethan Davis being the person that you're throwing the ball to on that, don't even have a problem with the play call. That's very Spurrier-esque. Everybody thinks you're just going to try and run it. You got a good running game. You're going to try and out to the tight end. My biggest if I had him in the room, I'd be like, what led you to have that kid in there instead of Ethan Davis, who, as far as I remember, I have to look it up. Every time he's targeted, I mean, he doesn't have that many drops. He's very sure-handed. He's made a lot of big plays for us in the past couple of games. Why is he standing to Heupel's left?
Maybe
in that
it's
crowd
the
reaction?
element of surprise.
You can't have a kid that's only caught 2 balls in his college career. Not in that spot.
He's played a lot more than Davis because of Davis's injury. I mean, Van Dorselaar has played a lot this year.
Yeah. I'll tell you what pained me most in that, the play call notwithstanding, because it felt a little too soon. It just had a lot of vibes from what we just saw a couple of weeks ago in Alabama, kind of semi-jumbo out to the flat, all that other stuff. But also the fact that I was watching that, it's 4th and 1, you're in 4-down territory. You got to go for it. I mean, everybody knows that. And the indecision that I saw on our sidelines, man. And then Josh
letting the clock run down.
Waste the timeout. And that's what we waited for, was that play call. I mean, I don't get it.
That timeout ended up really changes the whole dynamics of the rest of the game from there.
Absolutely.
And why can we not, like almost every other team at every level, just line up jumbo? I mean, Aguilar's big.
Yeah.
If
anybody's going to get hurt on a tush push kind of sneak,
we
like
weren't
that,
running. We weren't running between the tackles on them all night.
No, I mean,
I think it was a great play call. The Oklahoma guy made a great play of chipping him a little bit just to throw him off. Ball hit him in the face mask. He's a scholarship player who's he's a freshman. He's played a lot this year. Catch the dang ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I thought it was a good play call. The part I didn't like is what Bob, running the clock down. Heupel's over there like staring down the line, like trying to. It's like, dude, if you're going to call the timeout.
Yeah,
like you just let 20 seconds
burn
waste off. And how did that come back to affect the game? You would have scored the touchdown before the 2-minute warning. You could have kicked off. Just We'll get into the game management aspect of the Josh Heupel experience, I'm sure, on this Overreaction Monday, because it has certainly left a lot to be desired, not only Saturday night, but this season. Got to take a quick timeout. Open up the phone lines, 865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on the show, 966-3435. You can call or text us there this afternoon. Coming up, what should the expectations be for Josh Heupel now that the program is on much more solid footing than it was when he inherited it? We're going to talk about it when we continue. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
This football season, crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Co-owned by the Kelsey brothers and brewed right here in the Volunteer State, Garage Beer is perfect for fall fire pits and Tennessee tailgates. So pick up a 12-pack today of the official beer of Football Fridays on Fan Run Radio. Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
What if I told you you could pay off your home in an average of 7 years without making more money or spending a dime less, simply by changing how your mortgage is structured? Sounds impossible? Let me show you how it works. I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, helping families across the U.S. save thousands in interest and own their home years sooner. Don't believe me? Give me a call at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com to learn more. NMLS number 332941.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service, 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
It's time for the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by the Kregner Group.
Well, in the wake of the loss to Oklahoma, Tennessee tumbles 9 spots in the AP poll down to number 23. Only fall 8 spots in the coaches poll to number 22. Tennessee now the only ranked team in college football with 3 losses.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of teams with 3 losses. I doubt that there's many teams with 2 top 10 losses and another top 25 loss.
Yeah, but that's just SEC respect. Feels like kind of keeping us in there, pushing us into that 25 to 20 range. Because I think I heard it on the broadcast. I don't know if it changed over the weekend. I doubt it. None of our SEC opponents had an SEC win, so we haven't beaten an opponent with a conference win.
Yeah, that continues.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to worry about the whole scoreboard watching and
No.
playoff talk and
No.
all that
No.
stuff anymore. Doesn't concern us this year. Well, you want some good news? A little salve. How about some recruiting information for you? Tennessee getting a pair of commitments yesterday. Prince Uwefo, a 6'6", 300-pound offensive lineman from Siegel High School in Murfreesboro, a 4-star on both Rivals and 247, committing to Tennessee. Pickup for Glenn Ellerby on the offensive line. And then this is an interesting one. Luca Wolf is a 6'5", 250-pound tight end. He is from the NFL Academy in London that famously produced Jason Pierre-Paul. We've also got, I'm blanking it on his name. Is it Okafor? Not Okafor. He's a defensive lineman now. He was a tight end when we first got here. Like, everybody was gushing over him. What an athlete.
I can't place him. Sorry.
From Nigeria. Emmanuel Okoye, is that it?
That sounds right, but I couldn't tell you.
You don't have to guess.
I don't know.
He's not a factor right now. But this kid was a Cal commit. Luca Wolf certainly got the build, the size and the build. Hopefully he's a little bit further along than Okoye. Not doing anything for.
Well, I mean, anytime I hear Okoye, I'm sitting over here thinking about Christian Okoye. So, or if
his name is Luca.
There's some good athletes
on the
named Luca
second
out
floor.
there.
A Brit named Luca.
Interesting.
You familiar with the work of Suzanne Vega?
I'm not.
Walker?
No.
No.
Do you remember the video?
Yeah. It was
do you
dark.
know who played Luca?
No.
The actor that played Jackie Jr. on Sopranos.
He was beaten. It was like a domestic violence video, like a child beating
Yeah,
video.
child abuse video, yeah.
So dark and depressing. That was weird. My name is Luca. All right, so the recruiting news not cheering the boys up. Try this. How about some basketball?
Game day.
Okay, that got it.
Game
All
day.
right, now the boys are ready. Let's go. 3-star tight ends from the NFL Europe Academy and offensive linemen from the Mid-State do nothing to lift the spirits. But Rick Barnes and the boys tipping off the season at 7 p.m. at Thompson Bowling Assembly Center and or Arena against the Mercer Bears is sure to get the juices flowing.
I don't care who it's against. I'm just happy to see basketball back on my screen. Yes. This always happens around this time of year. Like, I forget how much I miss basketball until right before it's about to get back. I'm so excited.
Tennessee currently laying 28.5 points on FanDuel.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I'm wanting to see all these guys, but definitely have really been looking forward to seeing Nate Ament.
Kind of bummed there's a banger of a game on at the same time.
Do you screen it?
Arizona at Florida. Well, I'll be at the game.
Oh.
You got a phone.
Can you not get in? How's the Wi-Fi in the Tommy Bowl these days?
Well, they're saying that they've improved it. They put new boxes and stuff. There's one actually under my seats that supposedly is like a extender or something.
You're sitting on one of the routers?
They're down on the floor, mounted under the seat. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But you're sitting on top of something that's generating a magnetic wave or something.
Yeah,
well, it's not
that's going to leave you impotent.
Okay, to be clear, okay. Here we go.
Testicular cancer is a killer, my
let's
friend.
do our best to buy tomorrow's trouble, right?
Tennessee basketball literally killing Bob Baskerville.
That box is not right under my seat. It's kind of over to the side. It's in that row.
Well, I mean, the other thing I could say is, Bob sits down there with P. Bob's got his own personal Wi-Fi booster. Just stream the game on your phone.
That's what I'm saying. Sounds like you
should have the
great
best
connection.
stream of all.
But then I'm not being a good fan. I got to sit there and watch the Mercer Bears. Bring it.
Tape it. Watch it when you get home.
I am recording it. So.
Mayan Patel, Steve Hamer, and Sarah Detweiler on the call for
Mayan
the
Patel?
SEC Network Plus.
No way. Shout out Mayan Patel. I went to school with him at Webb.
Really?
Yeah, he did games last year too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never noticed
One
that.
of Webb's
Yeah.
finest.
He's doing great. What happened to you?
We're getting started.
He started hanging out
he went
with
to
us.
Webb?
Yeah, he was 5 or 6 years ahead of me. He was like one of the really good play-by-play guys in Webb's broadcast system that I
knew there
got
was
to
something about that.
I got to watch and grow up. He's incredible, really good guy.
Meanwhile, the Lady Vols tip off their season tomorrow in a huge matchup. They're not playing Mercer. They are playing NC State, and in a weird poll thing, we are number 8 in one poll, number 9 in the other. They're number 9 in one poll, number 8 in the other. So it's
something's got to give.
Yeah, it's Tennessee and NC State tomorrow at 4 p.m. actually on the in Greensboro in the Coliseum there. So that game will be happening during the show. We'll have to catch up with our buddy Fancher. Might have to do that later in the week to talk to him. But kind of a major distraction for the Lady Vols this week is the Ruby Whitehorn stuff that we talked about on Friday out there at Calhoun's. Comes to a head, and Coach Kim doing really the only thing she could have done at that point, which is the two incidents that we know of, not the only times that Ruby has failed to live up to the Lady Vol standard. And Coach Kim, as Dewey Warren would say, gave her a bus ticket and an apple yesterday.
I think it helps when, she did make the right choice, by the way. They're loaded, man. They have so many players.
How many McDonald's All-Americans she bring in?
I don't know.
2 or 3?
Yeah. And then fittingly on Saturday, they got a verbal commit from another one for next year.
So this would be a big loss for this year.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt.
Well, particularly if somebody gets hurt.
Was she our best player?
No, I wouldn't say she's – no.
I think Cooper's
the best. And I'd say Janiah Barker is probably second. Ruby's she was going to be a key contributor for sure. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Starter.
Yep.
20 minutes a night. She would have been good, but discipline has to reign supreme.
And I'll give somebody's coaching Ruby. Did you see her statement?
Yeah, you want the opening statement? I have it written down.
It was too long, but it's basically like, hey, I've been going through some stuff, and I apologize. Thank you, UT and Coach Kim. And
I got to be better,
luck.
And yeah. At least she didn't just vanish.
By the way, speaking of statements released, Hugh Freeze is back.
God.
Oh no!
Hugh Freeze famously
Hit him.
They would. Oh, hey, hold on.
Wait,
we might not be able to do this much anymore.
Oh, we'll still find a reason.
Hit the damn djembe drums. Hugh Freeze famously, he took the Auburn job. One of the caveats was he couldn't tweet. He could not be on social media. Hugh was fired yesterday, and within hours, he's back.
That's so awesome. I respect that so much. He missed Twitter so much.
I don't respect it at all. He's a complete maniac. Have you ever seen some of the stuff he would DM people?
Well, I don't condone that.
He'll be like a new man when he's coaching Sam Houston or somewhere like that.
Yes.
You think he's going to coach again? You think he's just going to retire with all his millions and try and join the senior PGA Tour or whatever it was he was trying to do?
He's going to be out. I would think he's going to get a job for at least another 2 years, maybe.
This
He's going
guy's
to be out for a minute.
This guy's he's got so much baggage. A 747 couldn't hold it all.
Nice.
I'd never say never. You see Jeremy Pruitt back in the game.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, you say what you want about Skullcan. There's levels, there's baggage, and then there's Hugh Freeze. From at every place he stopped. Been some kind of just bizarro thing.
All right, that is the Rocky Top Report brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. They do real estate the right way. And if you are looking to buy or sell a home, looking to move this year, looking to move next year, you got to get started on this stuff early. It's a process, to put it mildly. And Bo Kregner knows that process better than anyone in the East Tennessee real estate market. Let Bo and the Kregner Group take the stress off your shoulders and make the modern real estate experience as easy as possible. Get it listed, get it sold, and move on. Call Bo today, 865-742-1035. Tell him I sent you. 742-1035, a free consultation with Bo Kregner. That's right. Doesn't cost a dime to pick his brain, ask a few questions. You can also visit him online at BoKnowsHouses.com. Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. They do real estate the right way. We'll circle back to the right reverend, but phone calls already lining up this afternoon on Overreaction Monday. Let's get DR Vol in here first. What's up, DR?
I'm going by DR Cuck right now, but we may get back to the ball later. Yeah, Hugh Freeze, he actually DM'd me when we were doing our coaching search. Never tagged him or anything, but he was looking his name up and found my Twitter account and got a message, said, "You make me laugh, brother."
Really?
Thanks, Coach. Yeah. Yeah. What I was doing, I was putting edits out of him in Tennessee gear, and every day I'd post a verse about redemption, and I made him laugh.
You make me laugh too, DR. You're a funny guy.
Well, my football coach makes me laugh at the stupidity he displays during
Here we
games.
go.
I'm pissed about it. The more I've thought about it, all this time and money and just the lack of discipline, the lack of creativity and play calling, the lack of caring how he even looks as a human being. Oh my God, I am pissed, y'all.
My personal appearance is not show fodder, DR.
It was up for debate Saturday. There are people. There are a lot of people out there, my sweet mother included,
led by her,
who think that Heupel's lack of attention to detail in his personal appearance is reflected in his on-the-field product.
And I agree with your mom. I mean, it's kind of like when you go to the gym, you really do feel a lot better. If you start your day out just getting a quick workout in, you feel better.
Look at Lane.
I mean,
Look at Lane. He's in there in the hot yoga. He's lost weight. He's glistening over there on the sideline. Just
got $1 million tan,
radiating, sunshine,
clean shaven,
and look at the wins.
Yeah. Meanwhile, look at our coach. He's updating his McDonald's app, seeing the damn McRibs coming back.
Oh, come on!
Hey,
wow.
Don't sleep on that app, man. There's a lot of free goodies there.
I don't eat McDonald's, but man, I'm so burnt out on it all, and you can't get rid of them. I'm not even saying I want them fired. That's what sucks. I don't even know what my opinion on them is right now. Besides, I'm just angry. I don't necessarily want them gone, but you can kind of see the writing on the wall, and I don't even think it's a hot take to say he's not our coach in 2027.
I'm kind of right there with you. I'm not as down as you are about it, but I mean, like I love the guy. Like, he's the one who brought us back from just the darkness and the troubles, as Russ calls them. He was the one that righted the ship. I really want to see him succeed. I mean, he's a likable dude. He's won at every level, but he's got to do some retooling and some what do you call it when you scout yourself?
Self-scouting.
Sorry.
Self-assessment.
Self-assessment. He needs to look at it. A lot of stuff he's doing with this program. The fact that we're in the year 5 and we're still committing all these stupid penalties, undisciplined play.
Well, he had 2 of them Saturday.
DR, let me ask you: would you be if Danny, whoever precipitates it, doesn't matter if in the offseason Josh made some wholesale changes on the staff, would that be enough for you to at least give it another year?
Yeah, it would, because I've been saying it for a few weeks now. I think Heupel's a beta, and I hate that. But that whole thing of that stat out there, y'all say it every week, he's never fired an assistant. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Grow some balls. I mean, that was the theme of VR, was he's lost his balls. And I'm going to tell you, Bear brought it up a few weeks ago. Losing, what's his face, Fart and Skillet guy, that's affected us. Our special teams are trash.
I'm telling you, man. It just hit me one night. Our special teams aren't good, and our linebackers have looked confused, would be a nice way of putting it.
Well, he wasn't really coaching the linebackers.
It was part of his title.
Yeah, but he wasn't really coaching the linebackers. That was Inge and Coach Chop and Rodney really coaches the rush ends. But he was responsible for the special teams. And I know there's a narrative out there from State Run that, it's not really, that he doesn't really have that big an impact. And I mean, people have been wanting to see Tennessee return a kickoff. And then we return 2 Saturday night. It's like, guess that's why we're not returning kickoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, and on top of that, man, like the Neyland magic, it's just not there like it was. I get, like, that scoop and score kind of takes it out of it, but Neyland's not been the same this year. It hadn't. It's not like it's been in years past. And they're just, you got Danny pricing out everybody, and I get some of it's not him, but I mean, hell, the first drive, man, I had some woman behind me telling me to sit down. I said, I'm not sitting down the rest of the game. You're gonna have to go to the bathroom. You want to sit down? That used to not be a thing when I was there. My section, maybe
tap.
it just sucks.
Yeah.
You got the cold finger.
Russ, did you say something on VR about basically the effect that they've made so many premium seating areas that it's kind of
it has it has a negative effect on the environment. I mean, if that's important to you, I mean the cost to sit in the Neyland West Club or some of these other areas, the party deck and all that stuff, it's so pricey that the people that can afford that are not the kind that are going to get sauced up and scream for 3.5 hours.
No, I had people behind me that, not a knock on it. I mean, they were dressed up like they're kind of like Ole Miss fans, man. They're kind of like preppy and uppity. That's the fans I had around me.
Was it
awkward?
Like, did they argue with you or anything? You just told them, look, I'm not sitting down.
No, yeah, I said I am not sitting down. I was very stern about it. Of course, I'd had some drinks too. I wasn't like
you weren't cursing them though, but no, I mean, I think that's fair.
I didn't cuss them or anything.
Bob, what do you think? I mean, because you pay that money to get your ticket to the game. It's a big game. You want to stand and holler. You want to have an effect on the game. You don't want to be rude necessarily. Like, I want everybody to be able to enjoy the game, but dang it, I'm standing.
I think any fan should just understand the terms, right? This is not the opera that you're paying for. This is a live sporting event, and everybody knows, really, at the end of the day, they know what they're getting into going in there. I believe it. So, the way DR handled it, I think that's fine, man. Just say, respectfully, no, I'm not sitting down.
No, I didn't cuss them, didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I'm not going to sit down. If you want to sit down, go to the movie theater.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so maddening, yo. I don't know. This is therapy. I know you got other callers. I'm just so down on everything right now. And to top it off, damn Vitello's down there on the sideline. Our ex-girlfriend's down there. Just everything hurts and life sucks. You have a good day.
Jesus God Almighty.
DR Vol calling in from the edge of sanity. Tony Vitello standing on the sideline. Josh Heupel needs a razor. And it's only 6 months until our basketball season inevitably ends in disappointment. As Bob once said, oh, God. Stay with us. The drive continues. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220. Or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment, 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Fan Run Radio, The Drive continues. Congratulations to Sean Fincham. He is the winner of the Crown Cleaners Crown Pick of the week. He had Oklahoma winning 35-28.
Finch did?
So only 3 points off there.
Well, I mean, I'm happy that you won, but kind of sad that you won.
Yeah. There were a handful of people that picked OU to win it. Let's get Blake in here. Blake, you're on The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Go ahead.
How's it going?
Hey, man. What's up?
Is it me or does it feel like we're just maybe a little too negative about the situation right now?
I think some people are, yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. Are we too negative?
I feel like we are. I mean, let's say glass half full. You win out. You beat. That gives you a win at the Swamp, which we haven't done in 20 plus years, and a likely top 10 win against Vandy. You say that in July with a quarterback that comes in late April, you don't realize, but you lose both of your starting defensive backs for the year, more than likely. And everybody else that you lost at the end of last year. Is that really a bad season?
Well, it depends on what you end up with. I would say 7-5, if that's what it ends up being.
Yes, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
7-5 is like, okay, that is.
Yeah, well, right now, I mean, you're right. You're kind of where a lot of people thought you would be. The problem, Blake, is when you went out there and played Georgia off their feet, and we all know that you basically won that game, except you didn't. The guy makes the kick, you win the game.
Yeah.
That reset everybody's expectations. I think everybody's expectations were 9-3 before that game. When you played them as well as you did, it changed everything. And so, since then, it's just been, I mean, you've just been sloppy in every game. You're lucky to beat Arkansas. You're lucky to beat Mississippi State because you kept them in it and you didn't play up to your potential. And I think that happened again Saturday night. So fans are, I don't want to say holding Josh accountable for that, but they're voicing their frustration.
I think that's right. I mean, I think back to the summer, I talked about 9-3 was what I felt would be a successful season for this team. And I think the Georgia game kind of changed everybody's expectations, mine included. And so, you look at the construct of the team, and if they finish 9-3, it's still a pretty good year. But how we got there so far, like Russ just said, man, that's the hard part right now. Is just, if we were losing games like we did to Georgia, as frustrating as that was, I'd feel different. But the way we lost on Saturday was, I haven't felt that bad since the Ohio State college football playoff game, which was far different, but it was obviously that was one where I walked away going, man, we don't have it. And that's how I felt again this Saturday night. That's the part that's hard.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think there is a fine line in, being disappointed in some of the outcomes of this year versus what it feels like has been a little bit of an overreaction on, a couple more bad games, and we need to talk about Heupel long term with Tennessee and going back into that rabbit hole. Because really, I mean, who are you going to go out there that's going to be a better fit than Heupel at this point, with all of the other schools that you're seeing that are letting go of their coaches because they're not able to get the job done?
That's a tough question to answer as well, Blake. But so much of this, the sports stuff, is prognostication and forecasting, right? And again, I think that with as consistently sloppy as we've been this year, I think a lot of people are looking at it and say, well, I don't feel very confident of winning at Florida. And I don't feel very confident of winning. So people are already looking at that 7-5 possibility. And that's, that's borderline infuriating.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if we go 7-5, that's a different conversation. And you would hope that there would be changes made in the off season to particular people on the staff. I don't know who that needs to be, but something would need to change. However, I think if half glass full again, you win out and you beat Vandy in Florida, which is something we haven't done in really since my entire lifetime of watching Tennessee football in the Swamp. Context matters, but I think that's still a relatively good season given everything else that's happened in the last 9 months of Tennessee football.
I'm in no rush to get back on the merry-go-round of misery.
No.
Because you never know with coaches. I mean, it's a crapshoot at best.
Well, that's why I think that a lot of the conversation is not get rid of Heupel. It's make some changes. Yeah. Maybe, defensive coordinator, take a long, hard look at that. Special teams coach, take a long, hard look. Do you need to be calling the plays?
Right.
I think that's my biggest qualm at this point is, if I had one for Heupel, is the kind of dual offensive coordinator head coach. And it just seems like that is not a successful recipe for college football teams anymore. I mean, that's why Billy Napier doesn't have a job, is because he was too stubborn to give up offensive play calling to where he wasn't able to focus on everything else he has to do. And
I mean,
Heupel's done it a lot better than. Say that again.
I said it's what sets. I saw a conversation about this very thing where they said it's one of the things that Lane Kiffin ought to do. He's still calling his plays down there at Ole Miss.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, fingers crossed we'll be able to go. I mean, I won't believe it till I see it winning in Gainesville, but it does feel like this would be the year to do it. And if we do and we're able to take care of Andy, I would hope that some of the negativity would subside at that point. If not, I think we might need to look more inward as a fan base than anything else.
Thank you, Blake. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435. So we had this conversation about what the expectations should be for the program. And I see a couple of people on social media, Bud Elliott, Josh Pate, people that we know and respect as far as national college football opinion makers, basically saying that Tennessee fans have unrealistic expectations for this year based on all the prerequisites that Blake just mentioned.
Right.
But again, Bob, I go back and say, okay, that changed after Georgia. And you had an opportunity to win that game, and you certainly had an opportunity to win Saturday. You should have won both. You should have won them both. And so, I don't think that Tennessee fans think that we're going to win a national championship this year. We're realistic. We understand our defensive limitations, but you can still be in it. You could still get an invitation to the party, and it feels like we're playing ourselves out of that.
Well, that's what's the last thing I'll say about this is we had a golden opportunity this weekend. The 8th ranked, 9th ranked, and 10th ranked teams in the country all went down before we even played Saturday night. So here we are. Tomorrow, they'll be announcing the first round of the college football playoff rankings. We would have been in that conversation had we won. Maybe not in the 12, but right there, like right on the cusp.
Oh, I think we'd been like number 10 or so today.
Maybe. I mean, Oklahoma moved up to 11, right?
So we'd be higher than them.
God, it's frustrating. That's the part that really hurts.
They aren't. That's what I keep going. Russ said it earlier. They're not that good offensively.
An opportunity to keep growing your program and keep pushing, and it feels like you've let a tremendous opportunity go by you. Hour number 2 of the drive coming up. It starts with Walker Smith and the top 4 at 4. Then we'll get right back to these phone calls on Overreaction Monday, the drive on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at bonowshouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia, courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys, every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the drive underway here on Fan Run Radio, and time for the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by our friends at Matlock Tire and Auto Care. Walker Smith, what do you got?
At number 1, Tennessee football has plummeted in the polls following its 33-27 loss to Oklahoma at home. The AP poll dropped the Vols to 23rd in the country, and in the coaches poll had them 8 spots lower at 22.
I was kind of surprised we were still in the rankings.
I was too,
to be honest.
We
top 25.
We don't have
Especially
a good
the
win.
AP.
One. We don't.
I thought we'd still be in there. The fact that we're the only 3-loss ranked team shows you how precarious the situation is, but also shows you the quality of the losses. And look, you're not going to fall anywhere after this week. You beat New Mexico State. Maybe you climb up a little bit. But if you lose to Florida in the Swamp, you'll be out. So, I think being ranked matters in terms of perception, the program.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be able to go out on the recruiting trail and pitch to, Tristan Keys and Osenda and Brandon and all these big-time commitments, not to mention David Gabriel Georges and the guys you're recruiting for the future that, hey, we're still in ascension mode. Maybe we took a little bit of a step back defensively, but we're going to get it all fixed, and you're going to be a part of these big games when you come here, and we're going to showcase you, and you're going to be a part of a winner. You go 7-5, that's a tough pitch.
It's a harder sell for sure.
Mm. At number 2, Rick Barnes and Tennessee basketball begin their season tonight against Mercer at Thompson Bowling Arena. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. and is streaming on SEC Network Plus. The Vols are a 27.5-point favorite.
What do you know about Mercer, Bob?
They're the Bears.
Is that it?
Their logo's at M.
Located.
Orange and black.
Southern Conference, right?
Yes.
What's their what city do they hail from?
Aren't they in Alabama?
Yes.
Birmingham, right?
That I don't know. What I do remember, if you recall, in the twilight of Conzo Martin's stay in Knoxville, they were the ones that beat Duke in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Mercer. And then we ended up playing them.
I do remember that.
On our en route to the Sweet 16. So that's my
I'm imagining a bunch of like stocky 6'4" white guys who can shoot the crap out of the ball, like a 5'9" point guard, a Ziegler-like guy who's a really a pest. Maybe one of those 6'9", 250-pound big men with a elbow pad and a bald spot.
Didn't Wofford have somebody like that in that NCAA tournament first round?
Oh,
game?
yeah. I mean, that's what these Southern Conference teams are. Be fun to watch. Hopefully, like we talked about yesterday, I'm hoping to see the Troy Henderson, Amari Evans, some of those guys, and just get a better feel for our team. I don't think we have that yet. I don't think Barnes has that yet.
And by the way, we were all wrong there. Mercer is located in Macon, Georgia.
I knew that.
I did
think
not.
I've driven past it.
I think I'm confusing Mercer for no good reason, but I'm confusing Mercer with Samford.
Yes.
Yep.
I think we all were.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to do.
And at number 3, football coach Hugh Freeze, whose 15-19 record in his 2+ seasons at Auburn was capped off by a listless home loss at Kentucky on Saturday, has been fired by athletic director John Cohen. Freeze, 56, will be owed $15.8 million in buyout money with no mitigation. Freeze is the 8th Power 4 coach to be fired this season.
A lot of jobs up, and you've got
that's a 4th
Mark
of
Stoops,
the SEC.
No guarantee he's going to be there. Drinkwitz could move, so Mizzou could open.
Yeah, but I would assume Drink is going to move to, I would imagine, another SEC job.
Yep. I don't think Beamer is necessarily 100% set in stone that he's coming back.
There's already been some staff changes around that program over the weekend.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be. And hey, man, the guy that just won in our place over there, Brent Venables. I mean, you look at their schedule. That's another team that could go 7-5, and would they just look to move on from him at that point?
There's a lot of Kentucky fans that were bummed that they won that game. I mean, as much as they, probably enjoyed the fact that, they were kind of Hugh Freeze's ouster. That means they showed Mitch Barnhart and him hugging it out on the field at the end of the game. I mean, hard, like an emotional hug. And it's like, oh, boy. Maybe Stoops may be staying. You never know.
They might have given him a raise after that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Barnhart's hugging him like, oh, I don't have to fire you and make our boosters pay you for another year. Please stay. And at number 4, the Los Angeles Dodgers have won the World Series after an all-time classic Game 7 against the Toronto Blue Jays. It's the first time an MLB team.
Yesterday of yesterday's news, Walker.
It's over the weekend. It's big news. People want to talk about the World Series. And I just wanted to give Bob an opportunity to talk about the World
bingo.
Series.
You wanted to suck up to Bob.
No, I support people who win on this show, and I give you your opportunity to give you your flowers.
I appreciate that, Walker. I will say, and I would have said this if I wasn't a fan of either team, that was like maybe one of the best World Series I've ever watched.
It's
it
same by me.
Up until the umps decided to put their hand in the mix.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Game 7. There's a couple of bad calls that went against the Jays.
Like what?
I'll have to look it up. Okay.
Moving on.
I saw it in a fever dream.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 4. 3? 4?
That was 4.
That was 4.
All right. Top 4 at 4 brought to you by our friends at Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations here in East Tennessee: Farragut, Lenoir City, Maryville, Athens, and Hardin Valley. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. That means you can bring in any competitor's ad and they'll match the exact same tire for the exact same price. That's how Matlock goes the extra mile for you since 1953. A staple in our community. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. Book your appointment online at matlocktireservice.com. Overreaction Monday continues. Phone lines are popping here on this dreary Monday afternoon here in East Tennessee as we pick up the pieces and look for survivors. Tennessee licking its wounds after its 3rd loss. A lot of self-inflicted wounds Saturday night in Neyland Stadium, and a lot of Tennessee fans asking, as Axl Rose once sang, where do we go now? Where do we go?
Nice. I like that.
Where do we go?
You get up about a couple more octaves.
Where do we go now?
A little more raspy.
Thank you, Bear. Let's get Jamie in here next. Jamie, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
I detonated Jamie. Jamie, call back.
Oh, boy, he's cussing you.
By the way, Mercer, their leading returning scorer is Brady Shoulders.
Brady Shoulders?
Brady Shoulders.
That is such a Southern Conference name.
They've got some great names, actually.
You know who the LSU fans want down there according to their message boards? Our guy.
You know, Brady Shoulders he shows up wearing those like pants up to like the Oklahoma kicker the other night.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got at least one elbow or knee pad on. Total the broccoli head haircut.
They got some great names. Brady Shoulders, by the way, averaged 5.8 points a game, so not necessarily a blowtorch. And then they have one big, a 6'10" guy, Armani Mighty.
Armani Mighty.
Reminds me of Armani Moore, the designer.
To see who can bang heads with him. All right, we got Jamie back. Let's give him another try. Good afternoon, Jamie. You're on Fan Run Radio.
Where do we go now? We go right down to South Florida. That's where we go. You take him today over Heupel.
Who, Mario Cristobal?
No. Golish.
You want to kick Heupel to the curb to go hire the guy who carried his clipboard?
He seems to be doing putting up a lot of points down there for somebody who didn't do anything other than carry a clipboard.
Well, he's not playing in the SEC, Jamie.
I mean, all right. Well, let's get into it. First of all, let me get a little house cleaning out of the way, Bob. It's such a pleasure to meet you, brother.
Same.
Up on the deck there.
Appreciate that.
Bears. I was wondering if he hated me, but I found out he was sick. Maybe he does. I don't know. He's sitting over in a corner. I couldn't get him to say a word to me.
I wasn't feeling good, man.
That's how he is. He's standoffish.
I talk to you all the time when I see you out, Jamie.
I know.
What the hell are you talking
I heard
about?
you wasn't feeling good, brother. I know. You dude, you look like you didn't feel well. That's for.
Thank you.
No, that's how he always looks.
And Russ, of course, man, I'm happy for you, brother. You look how far you've come, man. You're out there hosting a freaking pregame show on the deck at Calhoun's in front of hundreds and hundreds, man. That's something, man. Proud of you, brother.
I mean, this show's been on for 15 years. We've done high ratings, high revenue, and all that stuff. It's not like I've been rubbing two sticks together to keep the Smith family house warm at night. But thank you for the kind words, Jamie. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, check my notes here. Russ, not great on receiving compliments. Check. So, guys, I did my homework. I don't want to come across as just somebody that comes off the top rope. But I put together a little pros and cons list, as a responsible person would do when you're trying to make a big decision. On one side, I've got the pros. Josh Heupel his top three, could be the best offensive mind in the country. We all agree with that, correct? As far put up the points and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Here's on the con list, though. Here's where I don't know. Here's where we have to decide if everything on list one outweighs everything on list two. Middle of the conference recruiting. Y'all agree?
No.
Yes.
You would?
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. I mean, they're generally like 5th or 6th in the league in recruiting.
Yeah.
Upper third.
So, yeah, you can.
No, they've never been third under Josh Heupel.
I said upper third. There's 16.
Upper third.
How many teams in the conference now? 16?
16.
Borderline.
If you're a 5th, you're in the top third. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. You negative
I've always said
Nancy's
that about you, Barry.
or half empties. Go ahead.
All right, moving on. And this very undisciplined.
Agreed.
Sloppy.
Feel that kind of goes in with undisciplined, but sure.
Okay, we'll put those together. Undisciplined and sloppy. Woeful time management.
I always thought he was so good at that until this year.
He's kind of lost his touch.
That brings me to number 5, Russ. And does not learn from mistakes or experience.
No, I can't go there with you.
You can't?
Eh.
I feel like what Jamie is trying to say is that Josh Heupel is who he is, and he doesn't change for better or worse. Right? He's just the same guy he was in 2021. And I guess the next question after that, Jamie, is if this is what it is that good enough? And if so, for how long?
It's good enough for 5 years. I'll give you that.
Well, this is year 5. So what are you saying?
Yeah. That's let me just my last on my list was unsound special teams. You got punt returners, fair catching balls with 20 yards of grass in front of them, and if they're not doing that, they're putting it on the ground. You got a kicker who can't kick.
I don't know. It's been unsaid. They haven't been great. They haven't been super buttoned up. I don't think it's been a train wreck. Like I thought Derek Dooley's special teams were a train wreck. I mean, those were just atrocious. We couldn't get lined up, couldn't tackle half the time. I think Heupel is just a little sloppy, but it's not enough, Jamie, to make me say that somebody's got to be fired over it. I don't think it's what's holding us back right now.
So, all right, that's fair. If that's your, that's where you land on it. But is it fair to say then? So you're willing to sit through another year of this same old stuff that we're doing here? before how many more years do you want to sit and see it before you're good with? And I'm not suggesting we fire him either. The landscape out there is impossible to fire. I'm shocked Auburn fired their coach today because you're about 14th in line, guys.
Yeah, they didn't have a choice. So I can't remember. It was either Slee or Payne. One of the national guys that we talked to basically said, on Twitter, I'm paraphrasing, but the risk you run down there is, falling way back with boosters and players taking off because they don't want to, who's going to stick around for a dead man walking year.
Jamie, to answer your question, I think I'm certainly willing to sit through it next year. I don't think that, and again, we'll let it play out. We'll see what it is. If it's 9-3, that's a lot different than 7-5. But if it's 7-5, 8-4, and I'm Danny White, I want to have a talk with it. What's your plan? What's your plan to take this thing to the next level? Because there are some issues that we see, some cracks in the foundation that we want to fix. And again, if it's 8-4, 7-5, and Heupel's answer to that is, well, we just got to stay the course. We had some injuries, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how well that sits with me. And it's his program. I don't believe in an AD hiring an assistant or telling a head coach, micromanaging, telling him this is what he's got to do. But if that's his position and this ends poorly this year and he goes into next season not having made any sort of big changes, then okay, next year might be your last year. If it goes poorly, it might be your last year.
Les Miles comes to mind, Russ, whenever you talk about your pros and cons list. Yeah, the guy was an idiot, but he was able to recruit at such a level that it didn't matter. He was out there doing stupid stuff like calling timeouts after turnovers and just, when you don't need it. And, that brings me to my point. Is being top 3, maybe even the best in the country at offense, is that good enough to overcome these idiotic day in, day out, game in, game out? This is just, these things that you get with Heupel. Yeah, you get a lot of points, but man, is it enough to overcome this other crap? I mean, what about the guy 2 minutes ago in the fourth quarter over there looking at the ref like, what are you doing? And the ref has to explain to him the rules of the game, that the clock doesn't stop going out of bounds until after 2 minutes.
Yeah, and Jamie, thank you, man. We got to get some other folks in here. Really appreciate the kind words today. This is where we get back into what you guys were talking about Auburn being 14th in line at the coach selection table. Is, I don't know if there are so many coaching changes this year. Does that mean there are going to be less changes next year, and that Tennessee would be in better position to, like, if you wanted to? Because again, nobody is advocating making a change this year, even if it bottoms out, Bob, at 7-5. I'm not saying that they shouldn't make a change. You don't overreact to one season.
I totally agree. But again, I think we all agree then at a minimum stakes are considerably higher next year. And that's, you look at that schedule, it's not like this season's schedule. That was the other benefit that we had this year. And that feels like it's been squandered a little bit.
865-966-3435, your phone number to call or text to the show this afternoon. Quick timeout, more Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Knoxville, get ready. The big sports show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at bigsportshow.com. That's bigsportshow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka. Sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka. Sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Alabama defensive back Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. has been suspended indefinitely following his arrest over the weekend, according to head coach Kalen DeBoer. Kirkpatrick was arrested Saturday on 3 counts of reckless endangerment and 1 count of attempting to elude and speeding. He was released from Tuscaloosa County Jail on $1,500 bond.
Roll down Tide.
I had no idea. I'm feeling really old. I'm assuming that's Drake Kirkpatrick from...
Yeah, the son.
Who was it? Didn't we burn him like toast back in the day? When did he play?
Good question. I don't know.
Let's
say he played like not long ago. This is one of those things where he must have had this kid when he was 17 or 18 years old. Well, at least somebody from Alabama's defensive backfield is showing some elusiveness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he would have been. Drake Kirkpatrick Sr., 36.
All-time bingo.
This dude's 20. He might have had him when he was like 15 or 16.
Yeah, because Junior's got to be, I mean, he's been at Alabama a couple of years. But yeah, he was definitely, when a high-speed chase sounds like with people in his car.
I said attempting to elude. Only $1,500 bond is maybe not that bad.
Attempting to. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mavericks reserve guard Brandon Williams apologized last week for being a distraction after he was arrested Saturday on a charge of marijuana possession. Said he can't really go into detail. Did have 20 points and 7 rebounds off the bench. So,
is it illegal in Texas still?
Evidently. He got arrested for it, I would assume.
Because the NBA doesn't test for it, right?
He was arrested at DFW International Airport after less than 2 ounces were found in his luggage.
He tried to go through a TSA checkpoint with it, huh?
He's trying to these guys and their weed. Like, really, you can't go out of town on an NBA road trip for like 48 hours
without 2 ounces.
You got to have weed with you. 48 hours, you can't go. I'm not addicted. It's not addictive though. I just can't leave home without it. I've got to have it with
Well,
me.
that's a substantial amount. How much you said? Almost 2 ounces? Or under 2
Less
ounces?
than 2 ounces. Former Duke and Oklahoma City Thunder forward Kyle Singler charged with misdemeanor assault in Oklahoma after his girlfriend told authorities he grabbed her head and shoved her to the ground.
Oh.
Remember this guy. I could tell this guy when he was at Duke. I could tell something wrong with him.
I'm sure Hudson will have some kind of excuse for him.
Tracks. 37-year-old arrested Thursday in the eastern Oklahoma town of Whitefield after someone called 911 and said Singler was chasing a woman outside a residence there. I shouldn't laugh.
No, it's a serious topic.
No, but that is some cops TV show type of thing.
Yeah. That is the docket, brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you are in need of legal expertise, call Jerry at 865-801-9250. Set up a free consultation if you've got a divorce that you're going through. If you've been arrested, you need help getting through a DUI. Maybe you find yourself in a battery type situation, something like that. Bankruptcy, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs that life can throw at you. Fortunately, Jerry R. Givens is a great catcher, and he can help you make the most of a terrible situation. Again, the phone call is free. The advice is free. So what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or just go online, jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on. Overreaction Monday, The Drive, reaching the halfway point this afternoon, and Phil is next. Good afternoon, Phil.
What do you say, Debbie?
Hey, Philly.
How you and the guys doing?
Hey, doing well, thanks.
I guess Utah's not quite ready yet, isn't he?
He's pretty down on it. He's not ready to pull it. And that's what I said at the beginning, Bob. Is I don't think anybody is seriously advocating for a coaching change right now. I just think the tenor of the conversation around Heupel is changing. And if he doesn't make some changes, I think we could be having that conversation.
I think it's past changing. I think it's changed. In the eyes of everybody, it's at varying levels, right? In terms of what the expectation should be now. So,
yeah, but I mean, our expectations going into this season were 8-4 and 9-3. And I've got two different people that I really respect, and both kind of separately said the same thing. We got, and Russ said it earlier, we got so wound up because we played Georgia. We should have beaten Georgia, played them off their feet, that our expectations for this team changed.
Which I think is fair.
Yeah.
You say it like that is like, we saw fool's gold.
No, and I said the same thing, Bear. What I'm saying is how it's playing out. It's one thing if we're playing Alabama to the end of the game and we lose on a game-winning field goal, and we're that Oklahoma game there, you can't find a person who felt that game was not somewhat handed over to Oklahoma by Tennessee. And
sure.
And that's the whole point. Because, at the beginning of the season, I said it, my expectations changed. And so you expect better. That's all. Win or lose, you expect better. This, like I said, that's a brutal loss the other night. Brutal.
Well, we've had two brutal losses. The Georgia game, we gave it away. And this game Saturday, I don't know what you call it. We got out-coached, and their defense created turnovers.
Everything turned on that scoop and score.
It sure did turn. No doubt about that. And our field goal kicker can't hit us. That missed field goal was huge because we were trying to chase points, and that you've had that in the bank, you might call a game different in the second half.
Yep. Yeah, we talked about it. 13 points off of the turnovers, and then another 3 came at right after the missed field goal too. So I mean, that's 16 points in a game where obviously every single point mattered.
Yeah, man, that's how you lose a game when dominating the rest of it statistically.
Yep.
I really do think, though, you put the writing's already on the wall, he's never going to win big time here. He's a good coach. He's not an elite coach. Is that what we want here with the second biggest athletic budget in America?
That's not what you want, Phil, but getting the elite coach has proven to be so difficult, not just here, but you're seeing it play out at so many other rivals right now. There's no guarantee that great schools like LSU and Florida are going to get elite coaches. And so this is the conundrum. It's like everything. I'm not arguing with you. Everything you're saying, I think, is probably true, but it's like, what do you do about it? Do you blow this guy out of here and spin the wheel of revolving coaches and just hope that, I mean, what are the chances when you spin that wheel that you get a good coach, an elite coach? 10%?
Well, if Hopper will make changes, if he made changes, I'd give him a break. But he hadn't done it yet. And Tim Banks is an albatross around his neck. And that offensive staff, I think it's terrible.
Yeah, we were saying the same thing a few minutes ago, Phil. I mean, and some people are of the mind that it won't matter, but I think at a minimum we've got to try to make changes on the staff and see how it works then. I don't know, man.
I mean, they're charging Tennessee fans championship prices, but we're not getting a championship product.
Yeah. Again, you're absolutely right, and this is what's happening all over the sports world, both professional and college now. And college is basically professional sports, and they're having the same conversation. I mean, that's a big reason why you don't think that people in Baton Rouge are like, "Hey, man, they're not any cheaper to follow down there at LSU," and they're like, "We're investing in all this, and this is what we got."
Well, the difference in them, though, that they don't waste time. They just go ahead and do it. They say you ain't gonna get it done, or they get rid of you. Florida's the same way, even though really we've had better football in Florida the last 10 years. That's saying something, isn't it?
Yeah. But would you rather be go ahead.
I see where Arizona's playing Florida tonight in basketball. I wonder if that game's going to be on TV.
It is. I think I wanted to
TNT.
Yeah, I was going to say I think it's on TNT. It's not on the ESPN channels.
Well, everybody needs to watch that. Everybody will see how good Florida really is, because if they're playing Arizona on Arizona's home court,
it's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Well, Barry, get to see Toby Awaka one more time. Yeah.
Thank you, Phil. A Tobe Awaka reference on the drive this afternoon. Did not see that one coming. I mean, what would you rather? Would you rather be Florida and LSU, knowing that the right coach can turn it around quickly, but you have no idea who you're going to get right now? You don't know who's going to take that job.
I mean,
or would you rather be us and like maybe our guy isn't elite, as Phil put it, but you're okay, you're better, you're beating those teams?
The program's in a different place than it was before. And what I'm getting ready to say is, remember how painful it was when we were on the coaching search.
Yes.
And you would be like, okay, this is going to be the guy, and then not interested. I have a feeling there'd be some of that going on, even as high level as our program is, and it is better than it was in that last era. I still think we would run the risk of not getting the same consideration. There's just too many teams out there. That's the whole point. Looking for coaches.
Here's my question. When's the last time a school made a big time hire in football like this and got it right? Who was the last one? Kirby?
You talking about big name?
Yeah. Like the big name that's going to wow everybody.
Oh, Saban?
I was thinking Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby.
Most of these guys, I mean, Kalen DeBoer was he was a playoff coach. Played the national title game.
I mean, the book's still out on the board.
I'm not talking about the book being out, but I mean, they were getting ready to put him on the hot seat his first year down there.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I find, I mean, it's almost tiresome.
Well, if we were to fire Heupel this year, which is not going to happen, we're not hiring Urban Meyer or Brian Kelly or James Frank. We're going to hire Alex Golish or somebody, Silverfield, one of those type guys, and that is a total crapshoot. Chances are one of those three that we just listed end up being pretty good, but That's a 33%
Two of those
chance.
might not be.
Yeah.
I'll stick with the devil I know.
Exactly. I don't know why, and I'm, my buddy Matt said it better than I ever could, but it's like every game now in college football, it's like a referendum on whether you should fire your coach.
So true.
And just something I was thinking about. Are we sure that the Georgia game wasn't just an aberration and what we've seen in every other game since then is who this team actually is?
I mean, I think we've been pretty consistent as far as moving the ball. Like our defense has been up and down, but our offense and like Saturday night, the OU game was a microcosm of the season,
Exactly.
right? Where it's like defense plays pretty well until it didn't. Offense just moving the ball at will, spectacular plays, but leaving a lot of meat on the bone. Missed field goal.
Could not run the ball though.
Exactly. Couldn't do that.
I mean,
couldn't stop.
We were moving through the air for sure, like you said. But
OU's good.
You know, I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I heard on Tony's show earlier today, he had Negative on, and he brought up, because we talk about the comparisons. We talk about the comparisons of Josh to, I've said Mark Richt. Some have said James Franklin. Negative said, what about Gus Malzahn? And it's kind of interesting, honestly. Offensive-minded coach.
I think it's insulting to compare him to Franklin. We've won big games.
Yeah, 2022.
We're a little under against Bama now since he's been here. But
no, what I'm saying is I thought
500.
Malzahn might be the best comparison. And I mean, he took Auburn to a national title game, but
well, I think Heupel could too if you gave him Cam Newton.
He didn't have Cam Newton.
He didn't have Cam
That was
Newton.
Nick
Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marshall.
But I don't know, man. I go back to what we're saying. I'm begrudgingly, I'm good with what we've got right now. I just want to see changes. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
And to me, it just feels like I agree. Like we need changes on defense, and I feel like that would have been the case if we had beaten Georgia and made that kick.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if Oklahoma has the bottom fall out and they decide to run Venables, which I absolutely could see happening because they've got a couple losses on their team. I said they're good. I was referring to their defense and Bob's point that we couldn't run. Like I thought their run defense was very stout.
Very good.
But they had problems in the middle of the field. We're running those crossing patterns on them all day long until we go away from it and start to be a little bit hard-headed with the run and forcing the deep balls. And it's like, man, just stick with what's been working. I mean, we're running crossers and getting the ball to the tight end all day long. Just do that. It was there.
We had somebody on the live chat, I'd mentioned this to Russ, saying if only Tony Elliott would have bitten at one of Danny's two overtures. And so it's like, are we talking about this really? I know Virginia's having a good year and everything, but come on, man.
I mean, that's just silly.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Although if Vegetables did get fired this year, I'd welcome him here.
No, that was going to be my point is like, man, you've got to do that, right?
Yeah.
You got to find a way to make that happen.
I mean, he definitely made adjustments after that first couple of series.
And I know some people found it annoying. My wife found him annoying watching him on the sidelines. I liked his energy, man.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, he was like, man, we're coming in here to win. This is great. Great that you guys have this amazing environment, but we're going to try to win, And I mean,
well, and they did some goofy stuff too, which makes it even worse. Is it's not like they coached some great game. I mean, why in the world they are throwing that ball that Spillman picks off?
Yep,
is just mind-boggling to me. And then scoring the touchdown on the 1 yard line after you got a sweetheart call, and we're going to give it to you on the one. Why you just go ahead and score on the next play without making Tennessee spend those timeouts?
Yeah.
Silly stuff, man.
Sure was.
And we let them off the hook. Stay with us. The drive continues. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Walker, all hanging out with you here on an Overreaction Monday edition of the show. Joshy Boy is next. What's up, Joshy Boy?
Russ, Bear, Walker, Bob, how you guys doing today?
Doing well, thanks.
Good. Bob, congrats to your LA Dodgers.
Well, thank you, Joshy boy.
No problem.
You recognize greatness.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Just say thanks and let it go.
So I want to get started off with, do you guys have a problem every press conference on Mondays and after the games, especially when Tennessee loses, and the reporter asked Josh a question, and he's like, we got to execute better. It's the same excuse and answer.
This is how it goes.
Given game and game and game.
We reached the parsing the words of the press conference stage of, getting a coach ran out of here. I mean, that's never good. Heupel's, he hasn't changed, right? I mean, he's been giving the same non-answers for 5 years here in the press conference, and people gave him a pass because he was winning out there. He's beating Alabama, he's beating Florida, and everybody's like, it kind of chuckles at it or rolls their eyes. Oh, Josh Heupel press conference. He doesn't say anything. Now, after a bad loss, it's not so cute anymore. It's not funny.
But Russ, he does the same crap every press conference. He does the smoker cough to avoid questions. If I'm Josh Heupel's PR guy saying, look, Josh, you're going to answer any question that the media is going to give you, and you're going to like it.
So that's you subscribe to the Dan Harrelson theory that he uses the cough as a way to distract the audience, like some sort of Jedi mind control.
Yeah, I do.
The smoker cough.
Yeah, you don't believe it?
You think he's back there smashing heaters before he goes up there? He's a little raspy.
He's throwing down long darts one after another.
I think he's just he's probably got seasonal allergies, and hasn't grown up here like the most of us, and he's moved here from South Dakota, Oklahoma, Florida, wherever he's been. I mean, this is the worst place in the world, literally, to live for allergy sufferers. And I think he's got
another thing. I'm going to get on to my other thing I have a problem with, Russ. I didn't mention it's Saturday in the post-game VR show. Sloppiness on pre-snap penalties. We are undisciplined, and it's been happening ever since he's been here in 2021.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, you're good,
Sorry.
Josh. You finish your point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, every away game I watch with my friend at his house when we don't have a home game, I'm watching other teams who make mistakes, get penalties, and they correct those mistakes. It seems like we do it every single time. Thoughts?
Well, the only thing that's ironic was actually I felt like our penalty.
Well, I had 3
game,
penalties.
Yeah, it was kind of meager for once on Saturday night. I get what you're saying though.
The
Josh.
turnovers. I'd rather have had the 10 penalties than the 3 turnovers.
You're right about the penalties by and large, Joshy. But the other night that wasn't the thorn, man. It was the turnovers.
But I'm talking about the pre-snap penalties. He's got to get that stuff cleaned up.
Yeah.
The weird one about it the other night, I didn't notice any other than the announcers called it out for both sides. I never knew that you had to turn your shoulders completely back around or it was going to be an illegal formation penalty.
Well, you got to be set.
Yeah, I guess.
When you're looking at the sideline, you're not set. You got to turn around and. So never really seen that, and then both teams did it. So it was kind of a mess.
And one thing that really bugged me, I looked at a clip of it on Twitter. I think Paul Not Long posted it. David Sanders was way out of position on that fumble that Joey had. It's just stupid.
Hey, he blocked the wrong guy.
Yeah, he did.
And that kind of makes me wonder, were you better off just running the offensive line we had been running all day? I know he's getting paid a lot and you want him out there.
I know he's a 5-star freshman.
He's a
going
freshman.
to make mistakes, but he's going to be a really good player. Just he's going to make some mistakes here and there.
It was a huge mistake. He missed the assignment. Outside of that, he's looked very good on the majority of his snaps outside of that one misassignment. And he got crushed for the misassignment. Horrible time to have it. But he's been good. Like anytime, we never have a problem with him losing his blocks. He just missed an assignment. How many times do people miss assignments and not get punished for it?
Right. I think if that fumble doesn't happen, guys, we go up 10 or 14-0. It's pretty much ball game. Thoughts?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we all agree. We had the barrel out and ready.
Yeah, we were going to have a party, and we kind of ruined it, didn't we, Joshy boy?
Yeah. Guys, out the door, I'm not saying fire Heupel. I love Heupel. He's brought us back from the dead, but after the season's over, you're going to have to possibly make some changes on the coaching staff, and you're going to have to hit the portal heavy. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you, Joshy boy. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435, your phone number to call or text the drive this afternoon as Tennessee basketball sets to tip off their season tonight at the arena against Mercer, and a 7 p.m. Tip-off time tonight at the arena, first non-exhibition game for the Volunteers. Be interested to see how the shooting guard rotation works out. Obviously, that's the big question mark. And can Nate Ament, Jacoby Gillespie bounce back after that poor shooting night against Duke and have some big output tonight?
Yeah, I want to see Nate Ament look like an alien. I want him to look like these Mercer kids have never seen an athlete in their life like him. Someone that tall, that fast, that can shoot. Like I just want to see the skills that he has, because he obviously has the size, but I want to see him put the ball on the floor and do the freak stuff that we've been advertised that he can do.
No, I'll tell you the other players I'm looking forward to: Akpara, Cade, and JP.
I want to see us look huge,
especially with Felix. Got a little bit of it in that exhibition game.
Jesse is next. Go ahead, Jesse.
Gentlemen, how are you this Monday?
Doing well, thank you.
You know, I'm going to have a very under-reactionary Monday on this. People need to stop with the fire Heupel stuff. We all know it's not going to happen. I don't think it's 0% that there's going to be a separation this year, though, because there's so many openings that Heupel's record looks pretty good to some of these other guys that got fired. And the issue is, like, all these people clamoring for Alex Golesh make 0 sense. There's nothing about that guy that shows he could walk into this program with high expectations already in place, because remember, Heupel has elevated everything since he got here, that someone like Golesh isn't walking into this program being able to basically be the missing piece to get us to the next step. He's perfect for someone like Florida, Auburn, and LSU that are coming off a firing. And what scares me to death is that Heupel's going to be a hot commodity to go to at least have some conversations with these other schools. And then, like, even though we're getting worst case that happens, sure, we're getting a $6-8 million check as him taking another job, but like, it just, like, it needs to stop. And I think I mentioned this Saturday, Russ. I honestly believe this year, with everything that's happened, with losing our quarterback way late and having to bring Aguilar in, I truly believe there is no difference in a 9-3 regular season finish and a 7-5 regular season finish if we're just playing who we are. And I think there's so much negativity right now.
I think there's a huge difference between 9-3 and 7-5.
Like, Russ, I'm sitting here. You know how wild this offseason is going to be if basically we go in. I'll meet you in the middle. 8-4 finish. Who knows what the bowl game will be? But like, it's going to be a cloud hanging over all offseason about, okay, what are we going to do at quarterback? Well, we don't know who's in the portal, who's going to come here. There's so many changes. Like, season's lost right now.
Whose fault is that? I mean, the fans aren't the ones losing the games. And I'll just push back a little bit on Jesse, your first point about all the fire Heupel talk has got to. That's not a thing. Like, I have not heard anybody, unless I'm missing something, on voluntary reaction on this show. I haven't heard from anybody who says they want to fire Josh Heupel right now or at the end of the year. We're talking about what might happen if things continue to stagnate here. But I have not heard anybody saying that there needs to be a coaching change immediately.
I'm seeing a lot more of, to your point though, Jesse, and I agree with what you just said, Russ, but I am seeing a lot of point of view of, hey, this is inevitable. This ain't going to work out. That's what
I haven't seen a ton of that. I mean, I think that's an underlying fear to this, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking at the right things, but yeah, man. I mean, you're right. These other schools that are going to be going bargain shopping right now, you don't want to be that. You don't want to be there. We want this guy to work out. I don't think anybody dislikes Josh Heupel. We're trying to help him fix this thing.
I agree. And it goes back to what I said. I 1,000% believe we've got a highly rated quarterback that's a freshman. We've had another highly rated quarterback who's been here for 2 years. Like, I'm telling you, if we go into next season, everyone agrees how bad the schedule is going to be, that if we have ho-hum or like shaky quarterback play, like it's going to be 2023 all over again, where it's like once the season was lost, we got to play the guy we're loyal to and not just rip the Band-Aid off to see what we're going to have in the future. And like, I mean, sure, we've been good in the portal and getting quarterbacks, but the what I'm getting at is that, yes, we all see trends that Heupel's facing that could inevitably lead to the end of it, but it's just like, you got to give us something. And it's like, our roster's 2/3 underclassmen.
That is an excellent point. 70% of this roster, freshmen and sophomores.
Yep.
Right now. So you have to figure that into it when you're criticizing what's happening this year. Hey, stay with us. We got a third hour of The Drive coming up next. It's Fan Run Radio. Back with more after this.
The Drive.
Hi, I'm Bo Cregner with the Cregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, the real estate market, like all other markets impacted by the economy, is changing all the time. And it's never been more important to be personally represented by a trusted real estate specialist. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when selling or buying to be individually represented. Call me today for a free consultation. My number is 865-742-1035, and my website is bonowshouses.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at knoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Monday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning in to The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. And we start our third and final hour, as always, with the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles.
At number 1, Tennessee Lady Vol coach Kim Caldwell has dismissed senior guard Ruby Whitehorn from the team following her second run-in with the law this fall. She said in a quote, "It is my responsibility to protect the high standards of this historic program. I love Ruby and will always be rooting for her, but my priority is to uphold the respected reputation of the Lady Vols."
That's tough. Tough situation. She really left Coach Kim no choice. I probably would have overlooked it myself. Handled it internally, Bob, but did you guys say there have been other stuff other than this?
I had heard there was, we know of the two biggies, but there was other stuff going on
pattern of
internally it sounds like, I wonder if even some of the teammates were watching, like with Kim, like, what are you going to do?
You have two separate run-ins with law enforcement, 2 arrests. So she was arrested both times, right?
Yeah.
You get arrested twice within like 3 or 4 months. I've managed to make it 45 years on this planet without getting arrested. If you have 2 arrests within 3 months, you're obviously going through some sort of psychiatric situation.
Either that or you play football at Georgia.
True.
At number 2, Tennessee football landed 2 more recruits for the 2026 class over the weekend. 4-star offensive tackle Princeton Uafu, who is 6'6", 316 pounds, picked the Vols over Auburn, Missouri, and Ohio State. 3-star tight end Luca Wolf, who is 6'5", 240, is from the London NFL Academy and flipped his commitment from Cal to the Vols. Tennessee is now up to 8th in the country in the Rivals recruiting rankings with 24 recruits, including 2 5-stars and 12 4-stars.
Where are we at in the SEC?
I didn't look at that at the time, but it's 5th or 6th. Ballpark, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I was going through our commitment list yesterday, and I wonder if we're about to see some major turnover just in terms of what's about to become available because of all these coaching changes. And then, maybe some guys who are down towards the bottom of the list, inevitably there's a couple of guys that you say, well, I don't think it's going to work out.
Still take you as a preferred walker.
Probably be best for you if you look around and consider some other options. So I'm sure that'll happen, and it'll be interesting past couple of months. I mean, this has been who Heupel has been. He's generally recruited, and this is probably his best class as it stands right now, but it's in, I think, just inside the top 10.
It's 8th.
Yeah,
8th right now. With there are some big recruits still out there that'll commit and at the what
but
used
there's
to be
also
regular time.
you never know. I mean, it's
That's
like
true.
the other polls. There are other schools out there who have spots who are probably going to jump us. If I had to guess, this is probably going to finish around like number 10 to 12, something, that's kind of where he's been.
Sounds about right. At number 3, Monday Night Football features a battle of 2 NFC teams trying to stay in the playoff picture. The Dallas Cowboys host the Arizona Cardinals in a game that starts at 8:15 p.m. on ESPN and ABC. Dallas is a 3.5-point favorite.
Is it the Jacoby Brissett experience tonight for the Cardinals?
Sounds like it.
I think so. That's just Jacoby Brissett, man. He's good for one start. One start a year.
I think he's probably considered a top tier backup quarterback.
Yeah, he's
in
a
the NFL.
Journeyman.
Yeah, he's good. He's like a good locker room guy.
He and Tyrod Taylor, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're the same guy.
Is Tyrod still on the roster somewhere?
He started for the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
Yeah, and by the way, our guy is not far behind. I think Josh Dobbs is like probably considered a top tier backup.
Mm-hmm.
You know who out of that, like who I used to think of in that same group, who's really ended up having a pretty good career is Geno Smith.
Yeah, he's had a bad year this year. He had a big game yesterday, but
Brock Bowers.
Yeah,
Woo, he's bad.
But yeah, I agree, Bear. I thought he was washed, and then he got that starting job in Seattle for a couple seasons and played really well.
At number 4, outside of Tennessee's game against Mercer tonight, there are a couple of good day one matchups in college basketball. Number 3, Florida opens its season against number 13, Arizona in the Hall of Fame series in Las Vegas at 7 p.m. Later on, top NBA prospect A.J. DeBansa takes the court for number 8, BYU against Villanova at 9:30 p.m. That game is also a part of the Hall of Fame series in Las Vegas.
Tell you what, 6 p.m., right when the show ends, I'll be heading down to Thompson Bowling, but I'm going to try to figure out how to check out the Widener Drexel opener.
Widener Drexel?
Yes. This is the time of year, man. There's some bad, like, small school matchups. We got some really good, big matchups, too, but Johnson and Wales against Virginia Military.
I mean, stop what you're doing.
Quick update, 18 minutes left in the first half. Thomas College of Maine is tied with Stonehill 4-4.
All right, Bob. Basketball is going to happen. You're going to get to it, okay? You don't have to do this to yourself.
I like it.
You've got real games coming up. They'll be here. They'll be here soon enough. You don't have to watch VMI.
And at number 5, when a factory worker in Russia received a notification from his banking app at the beginning of the year this year, Vladimir Rachegov couldn't believe his eyes. Apart from his $581 he knew he was owed as vacation pay, he also received a mega bonus of $87,000. However, his joy of becoming rich was short-lived as he soon started receiving phone calls from the accounting department to let him know that he had been transferred the money by mistake. According to court documents submitted by the man's employer, the money was intended to pay the salaries of 34 employees at a completely different branch. However, due to a software glitch, it was mistakenly transferred to the factory worker, so he was obligated to return it. However, the worker claimed that the funds had been received in the name of the company, not a specific branch, and were listed as salary in the payment order, so he was entitled to them.
What did the court say?
They're still fighting it out. He's kept the money so far.
I mean, you got to give it back, but he ought to be able to, like the company, you're inflicting some emotional distress on the guy. They ought to give him like a, $5,000 bonus or something.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, imagine $87,000 out of nowhere, just in your bank account.
You got to give him something, man. You got to give him a little something.
You got to give him something for what? That wasn't his money.
Well, according to the payment, it is.
So if you just randomly check your bank account and there's like $87,000 in it.
Right.
And like nobody said anything to you about it. It's just there. And then like a week later, your company came back. Oh, we made a mistake. I'm sorry. You got to, you would give it back probably, but you would also, that would
also
stink.
What? No, I mean, it wouldn't, because first of all, if that kind of money showed up in my account, honest to God, it's a mistake. You immediately call your bank. Like, look, I don't know where this came from. I don't want to get in any trouble.
You ain't doing that. Ain't nobody making that phone call. You're just going to sit on it for a minute and say, let's see what happens here. Excuse me, I've got an extra $87,000 that doesn't belong to me in my checking account.
Well, you go ahead and look and see what happens if you, even when you just let it sit there and then you spin it. Eventually, they're going to figure out you can't hide that. That's going to pop up somewhere, and then you're screwed. I read an article recently. I'll look it up, and we can talk about it later some other time, but there was either one person or a couple where this happened. They spent all the money, and now they're screwed.
I'll be like, hey, it's your fault, not mine.
Yeah,
they tried bank account. It's
that
says my
work in
name
court.
on it. It's not anybody else's money. I don't know about you. I spend money.
I
in my
do
bank
spend
account.
money. Yep.
Yeah, it's
and that is the top five at 5. Thank you, Walker. It's brought to you by our friends at Knoxville Smiles. You can check them out online at knoxvillesmiles.com. It's been a while since you've been to the dentist. These are the folks you need to go and see. They'll get you set up, everything from a routine dental cleaning to whitening. Now through the end of the year, half off whitening procedures at Knoxville Smiles with a routine dental cleaning. They'll also pull teeth. If you got something that's giving you a toothache, you can get it removed there quick and painlessly. They do implants, veneers, bridges, the new Invisalign procedure. They do it all at Knoxville Smiles. So call them today at 865-539-1776 to set up your appointment, or you can book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. It's about 10 after 5 here in Knoxville this afternoon, and, of course, daylight savings time over the weekend. So if you are out and about this afternoon listening live on the mighty 1340 AM, you might experience here in the next 15, 20 minutes a little bit of a power outage. Not a power outage, a powering down. It has to do with the atmosphere and AM radio and the terrain and a bunch of technical scientific stuff that has never really been made clear to me. But I say all that just to say this. If you want to listen to the final hour of the show, I would highly suggest you download the Fan Run app if you haven't already. It's free to download on your smartphone. Just search Fan Run Radio. Download that. You can listen there. Of course, you can listen on 105.7 FM if you are in the coverage area there. And you can watch on YouTube. Listen there as well. FanRunRadio.com. A lot of people listen on the YouTube. Tony's boy, Sinclair, texted me Friday during the show. We were streaming out there at Calhoun's. And he's like, can you move over to the left a little bit? It's like, what?
Cinco did.
Like, yeah, I'm watching on YouTube. I can't see you. It's like, I'll move over to the left for you. Thank you. So, but people watch that thing. There's like a couple hundred people on there right now. They're texting and arguing with each other in the chat thing, and it's a whole thing. YouTube.
Yeah. By the way, we didn't really talk about it at the beginning of the show, and I'm sure you've gotten it too. We got a lot of really, really positive feedback about Friday's show. A lot of people, not that all the shows are good, but I think that was a good day out there, the way it all turned out.
Oh, it was fantastic, man. Thank you so much to all the listeners, all the callers who came through. And like, even if you didn't come up, say hi, I get it. I'm kind of shy and nervous too around new people, but like there were a family, like on the way out, they had just come up from Dallas. It was like a man and woman and their kids, and they were just coming in for the game. And the wife was telling me, like, she listens to the show all the time. Ladies love the drive. And like, it was super cool to meet so many new people out there. The costumes were great, on point. Sooner fans were very well behaved.
I mean, for the most part, I didn't meet one that I didn't like. I mean, they're all just dadgum nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was same on Saturday too. Went to some tailgates, and everybody I saw that were Oklahoma fans. They were great. Too bad they kicked our ass.
I didn't even think they really kicked our ass. We gave them the damn game.
Let them off the hook. 865-966-3435 is your phone number. It's Overreaction Monday. We work in as many phone calls as we possibly can. We do have to select our North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week coming up here in just a little bit. But, it was a rough scene Saturday night after the game. Voluntary reaction was people were going through it, but we've been through this enough now that, you get up the next day, the sun comes up, you go on with life. It's just a game is what you tell yourself, unless you're a Titans fan. Then you either Yeah, pound your head into a blunt object for 3.5 hours, or you go find something else to do. I went and found something else to do in the game against the Colts 2 weeks ago, Bob. I sat there like an idiot and watched that lousy excuse for a football team yesterday. That didn't help.
You worried about Daniel Jones, Bob?
Yeah, he looked like old Daniel Jones yesterday.
Deer in the headlight?
Yeah.
That was a classic Mike Tomlin game.
Yeah. I was worried about the game. I was a little surprised Daniel played the way he played, but I was kind of expecting Pittsburgh to win, to be perfectly honest. So we'll see. We'll see. I can't just kind of what we're talking about, kind of a microcosm. I can't just say bench that guy.
Want to hear from you this afternoon. How are you processing a very disappointing game? We're not sugarcoating anything here. Tennessee should not have lost that game to Oklahoma. They did. And now all of a sudden you're looking at a trip to Florida, which is there's for a game that there's not a lot riding on. There's kind of a lot riding on.
Yeah.
For Josh Heupel anyway. I mean, you lose that game, and again, like the chatter, we'll call it,
I don't think
just
it's
ratchets up another level around your program.
It's kind of funny to think about it. I remember in the preseason, we went back with all of these hypotheticals. Would you take a 9-3 with a win at the Swamp? Was one that I know we talked about.
Yeah.
And this is what we're staring at now.
I would now.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get Roberto in here. Roberto, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio. What's up?
Am I processing it, huh, Russ? Yeah, not well.
Not well?
Go with not well. Not well.
Sorry, bud.
I didn't even call. Did you notice I did not call voluntary reaction?
Your absence was Derek duly noted.
Yeah, I mean, I just I wanted to die, but I didn't. Yeah, by the way, thanks to you and Bob and whoever else. Tucker Harlan, old school, was there as well. All you guys who showed up meant a lot to me. As you can tell, I actually gave my all to Tennessee on Saturday. Our football team didn't, and neither did our coach. I'm going to say some things that are probably going to really wear on some people, and I don't really care anymore. I'm just over it. I paid insane amounts of money to be there for my family and my friends and our tailgate and everything else, so I'm going to let it rip, tater chip, okay? Here's the deal. First thing, I believe caller Jesse, like 20 minutes ago before he went to break, was implying that we should play all of our new quarterbacks to see what we've got, because 7-5 and 9-3 doesn't matter. You have a guy playing at an all SEC level, and you're telling us we should not let him play. That is certifiably the stupidest call ever made to this station, and that's the hell saying something. Okay, first thing. I like Jesse the caller, by the way. I do. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Joey Aguilar could end up playing professional football. Hell, he might be playing here next year. You do not bench him for King George. You let them hash that out in the summer. Okay? The next thing. Yeah, 9-3 matters. Like, I'll still be okay at 9-3. But with some stipulations. I mean, what really sucks, guys, is Saturday was the best football game we've played collectively as a team the whole season, offense and defense. Do you realize that? Our defense was palatable, if not good, for every play but the last one where they let the guy bust down the seam, and I guess the one where Mateer ran for 20-some-odd yards. Those two plays stunk, but you're going to have those, right?
Yeah.
I thought our defense was really good. We made them kick 3 50-yard plus field goals. They just made them. Our defense was good. Our offense was good, minus 2 pretty bad turnovers, and one that was the luckiest play I've ever seen. Guys, the ball literally, our freshman lineman misses the block. Everybody knows it. I'm not going to harp on it. He's a kid. Quarterback gets blindsided, not necessarily, just blasted. The ball bounces and really bounces into the one arm the guy has free, because Kitzelman was still blocking, I believe. And the guy literally, it cradles right into the, like, where you want to hold the ball when you run. Like, and then Kitzelman, like an idiot, instead of just tackling the guy, tries to punch the ball out for 40 yards. You know, I mean, like, it's so bad. It's so undisciplined. It's borderline unwatchable. I said this the other day, and I got shouted down. I'd say the best comparison for me, and Bob, I think you disagreed the other day, is Jerry Green is the best comparison to me.
Ooh.
Undisciplined. We don't have like the guys getting in trouble with the law per se, but just undisciplined, really good players that excel. You're always going to have in basketball, it'd be close to say 22, 23 wins. That's an 8 to 9 win football team. Like, you're always going to have that. But our coach looks undisciplined. He looks sloppy as a human. I know it's not show fodder, but like Russ, you guys have known me a long time. Even whatever it is, you dress up, you act the way you dress. You play the way you dress. That's the whole thing about Adidas versus Nike, right? Everybody wants to look the best, right? It's because you play how you prepare, and how you look influences that, period. It does. And the whole Joshy boy was commenting on the coughing thing. Guys, that's a sales distraction technique that they teach you day one in sales. I've been in this for almost 25 years. If anybody is like saying something that is leading us down a path I don't like, I'll like, and I'll interrupt them, or I'll say, yeah, sure. And then you redirect. It's a classic sales technique. He does it all the time. I don't know if he doesn't do it intentionally or if he does, and it may be seasonal allergies. But at this point, I don't care. I'm over it. He lost all the favor he had curried with me, with Alabama, beating Florida twice, all that. It's out the window because he doesn't tell us anything at all in these press conferences, and he has yet to, not one time in his career here, own the fact that he did something wrong. It's always we this, the team that, the players this, the execution that, and I'm sick of it. You sucked on Saturday, Josh, and you're the reason we lost, period.
Thank you, Roberto. Glad he got that off his chest. So we are dissecting now Josh Heupel's personal appearance, and we are questioning whether or not his coughing during press conference is real or a distraction technique. This is the guy who gave us the lay down lineman, so I'm not going to he's known to fake injuries. Why wouldn't he fake a cough out there? I mean, I'm not going to dismiss it out of hand.
Yeah, and the whole sloppy look begets sloppy play. I mean, I guess that's a point of view on it. I guess that can happen. There's been a lot of other coaches who, they're not buttoned up, but they still are successful.
You want to hear another hot take that I heard over the weekend? So, they have the Vol Walk, right?
Right.
And every school has their version of the team walk. And for years, like you go back and look at the pictures, like the guys get off the suit or come out of the complex, get off the bus. They're all suited and booted, looking nice, shirts and ties and all that stuff. And that's the way it is at every school. In the Heupel era, guys don't wear suits anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not wearing the same things. A lot of sweatsuits, track suits, tennis shoes, stuff like that. This person told me yesterday that that is reflective. You've got a relaxed attitude toward that stuff. You're not taking that seriously. You're not presenting well. And that leads to sloppiness on the field.
You know who would disagree with that?
Who's that?
Friend of the show, Ramon Foster. He said that's a player's coach move. And he was like, man, I didn't do that when I played because I couldn't, but I would kill to be able to have done that, to dress that way before the game. So I don't know. I mean, I find some of this stuff, it's
what happens when you lose a game you shouldn't have lost.
You can say that it's additive.
Everything is up for scrutiny.
I mean,
just nitpicking.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. All I can think of, and I know then the debate starts about, well, it was his quarterback, et cetera. Bill Belichick never really looked dapper in any games.
Hey, I've heard that the team meal before the game, previous coaches, lots of pasta. Heupel, no pasta, no carbs, all protein.
Except for him.
Oh, dude, what are you doing? That's not okay.
Bob,
sorry.
no,
that's not
apologize.
okay.
Right now.
Apologize.
I know. I was just on a rant
sorry.
Defending the guy, and
It
was too easy.
A cheap shot?
It was too easy. I'm
Personal
sorry.
appearance is
I mean,
not
that
show
was-
fodder. How many times do we have to go
Well,
over this?
that was like a volleyball spike, man.
That was an
sorry.
uppercut
Yeah,
right to the
right.
crotch is what that was. I mean, that
Uncalled
was
for, unnecessary.
Out of
sucker
line,
punched
Bob. Out of line.
right to the groin.
Apologies,
Just
Josh. That's fair.
constantly trying to control Baskerville. It's just
Everybody
unbelievable.
thinks I'm the wild card.
Stay with us. The Drive continues. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
This football season, crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Co-owned by the Kelsey brothers and brewed right here in the Volunteer State, Garage Beer is perfect for fall fire pits and Tennessee tailgates. So pick up a 12-pack today of the official beer of Football Fridays on Fan Run Radio. Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Fan Run Radio, The Drive continues. Overreaction Monday. Tennessee picking up the pieces after a 33 to 27 loss against Oklahoma Saturday night at Neyland Stadium. I'm going to talk to Geraldo here in just a second. First, though, we have to go to the Fan Run breaking news desk. The Atlanta Braves search for a new manager has reached its conclusion.
Oh.
Who'd you get?
Well, as I told you a month ago, Walt Weiss has been named the new manager of the Atlanta Braves.
That's right.
Braves playing it safe. 61-year-old, won a World Series with the A's as a player in 1989 and as the Braves bench coach in 2021. 61 years old.
So they aren't stepping outside of the norm like Buster Posey and the Giants.
No, and I was hoping that the guy I liked that had been linked to them is it Danny Lehman the Dodgers bench coach.
I forget his name.
He's a younger guy, but has been like he was a player that never made the big leagues, but he was also then he transitioned into scouting and his analytics and stuff. I feel like that's what the Braves could have used, but they're gonna keep it in house like they always do and hire an old guy or an older guy, and I'll pull for him, but seems like a somewhat uninspired hire.
It's just something that's safe. I mean, it's honestly, it's a very Atlanta Braves thing.
It's
keeping
total
it,
Braves
keep
move.
it in the system, keep it to what you know. That's what the Braves do. They build from within.
Let's get Geraldo in here next. What's up, Geraldo?
Gentlemen, when the truth reveals itself, it's best just to believe it. And the truth is, Joshua Heupel is not the guy. He's not the guy. I am so incredibly thankful for what he has done for our program, and honestly, he saved our program from complete annihilation, and I don't think we could ever thank him enough.
But
he is never going to win a national championship. I would love to be wrong about that, but when someone consistently shows you who they are, it's probably best just to believe them. And he is consistently outside of the Alabama 2022 game. And I'm not counting Alabama last year because it's Kalen DeBoer and his name's Kalen. But he beat Nick Saban. That is his greatest accomplishment. Incredible accomplishment. But outside of that, he can't win the big game.
So what are you saying, Geraldo? What do you want to do? You want to fire this guy?
Not this year, but probably next year, yeah. It's probably best to move on next year. We can't do it this year, in my opinion. I mean, we would be screwed unless, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, we've all got our crystal ball here, and you're saying what you think is going to happen. What if we get an extra year of Aguilar and he comes back and we're high flying on offense and we button it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Or we go out in the portal and we find another veteran QB who can come in and run the show. And we get a little bit better injury luck on the defensive side of the ball. We take a step forward there and we go 10-2 again. We're not firing the coach then.
No, probably not. But, we'll get our eyes pounded shut in the college football playoff, and here we go again. It's just like in those moments when everything is on the line, he pees down his leg. That's what he does. And it just sucks. I mean, we had everything going for us in 2022. We beat Alabama. Holy cow. One of the best, probably the best sports moment of my life. When it comes to Georgia that same year, pee down her leg. Pressure's on now. South Carolina absolutely pooped the bed. And Hendon Hooker got hurt. We weren't winning that game with Hendon Hooker. Every single time everything is on the line and the pressure is on us, can't get it done.
Let me ask you this. So Lane Kiffin.
We had football ED.
Can football ED. That's cute. That's good.
That's pretty
Men's
good.
Pro Knoxville. We have Lane Kiffin out there is the object of everybody's desire, right? Florida wants to hire him. LSU wants to hire him. Ole Miss wants to keep him. Probably other schools that want to hire him. If Lane said, you know what, I don't want to go to LSU. I don't know who the AD is going to be. That's a screwy situation. I don't want to go to Florida because they have unrealistic expectations, and the president situation is kind of weird there. Where I'd really like to go is the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I never should have left. It's my favorite place, all that stuff. Would you kick Heupel to the curb to hire Lane Kiffin right now?
I mean, it's a great story.
It's not a story. It's a question. Would you please answer it?
I think when you look at the records, Heupel is actually technically better than Kiffin.
Okay, so you say no, right?
We'll see after this year.
My question, but my
Hang
point.
on.
Hold on. No, you hold on, Geraldo. You called me. You hold on. You have Josh Heupel, who you're saying we're going to have to get rid of, and Kiffin, who you wouldn't take over. Like, if you don't want one of those two, like, what do you want? Because Kiffin's the one everybody wants. Like, there's no better thing available on the market. So, like, you're telling me that you want to just blow Heupel out of here because you're emotional and you don't like that he doesn't win in the big moments, and then what?
Well, I don't know, but it's obviously working out for Texas A&M.
That's a problem.
Would you say that would you say that their coach right now is like someone like, oh yeah, they really wanted Mike Eckler? No, it's just it's whatever. Exactly. That's my point. Sometimes you get the right coach at the right place and it's magic. I don't know who that person is. That's not my job.
It might be Heupel.
Out there.
It might be Heupel. Remember all the boobs and clowns? Hold on. Remember all the idiots that we hired time and time again? Like 3 or 4 of them?
Listen, I get that. But just because of our past doesn't mean we can't make a move in the future. Sure, he's great. I love Heupel. I'm not mad at the guy, okay? But he is our Mark Richt. I think what Crompton said earlier today, absolutely true. I think he's like a James Franklin. He can get you to the door, but he's never walking through that door, ever.
I mean, that's completely insane. And I think Crompton was talking out, his rear end when if he really said that.
We'll see how we feel when we get our eyes pounded shut down in the swamp. We'll see how we
I'm
feel.
just saying that's a terrible comparison. Heupel's done stuff that Franklin's never done. Heupel's won big games.
Didn't Franklin win a Big Ten championship?
He did.
Yeah.
He got to the Final Four in the playoffs, although he had a pretty easy road.
Would you kick Heupel to the curb to hire James Franklin right now, Geraldo?
God, no.
This is what I always hate the "who you gonna get" crowd out there.
I don't know who. I don't have that answer. I just know that Josh isn't the answer.
Wow. When did you come to this realization? Saturday?
Probably the Alabama game, honestly. Halftime Alabama game.
All right. Geraldo, thank you. Appreciate the phone call. Geraldo says Heupel's not the guy. Never going to get it done.
That's what I was saying earlier. That's not necessarily. I guess the question is, and is that construed as he wants him fired now? I don't think people are saying that. You have said that, but I do think there's a lot of people just saying we're prolonging the inevitable. Is what I.
Oh man, I hate being at this place, and I don't agree with that. First,
I'm
not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to say that there's some bad luck involved with some of the things that have happened this year. And that Heupel's a smart guy and he will make some changes. And if he's hesitant to, Danny White is a cutthroat businessman who would force him to make a change, which I don't like. I don't like your athletics director micromanaging in football affairs. But if Brent Venables, for instance, is out there and would like to coach football next year, and you can bring him in as your defensive coordinator. I know it's a awkward feeling. You might not want to fire a guy that maybe you consider a friend and everything, but this stuff rises above friendship at a certain point. It's big business. It's a lot riding on it. And if you've got a chance to make things better, then you have to go for it. You have to. Some random guy is next. Hello, Rando.
Hey, gentlemen.
Yes.
I would like to point out Geraldo did not tell you he loved you.
Wow.
When he left.
I felt like there was some tension there.
Hey, and Bob, don't worry too much. Danny Dimes will be just fine against my Falcons in Deutschland this weekend. You have a bounce back game.
Yeah. Let's hope. Well, maybe not for your guys, but for me.
Yeah, I've punted on that season already too. I don't think Ken Heupel is the right coach for us, Russell. But I think Josh.
Did you miss that
Heupel
one,
might
Bob?
be.
I did.
Why are we calling him Ken, Rando?
Because Ken has no anatomy in the nether regions. He has no sack. And what is Joshua's middle name, Bob? Kenneth. Joshua Kenneth Heupel. So as long as he's Ken Heupel, no, he's not the guy. Ken Heupel's going to get fired. Josh Heupel might save his job. But he's got to be Josh Heupel. He can't be Ken Heupel anymore. And that's what I've come to the realization. And we've been hitting all on it. We're sloppy. We're undisciplined. We put ourselves in terrible sets on defense. I mean, go look at all of the third and Banks plays where we're playing 12 yards off the line of scrimmage on a 3rd and 6. What are we doing? We're sloppy. We're undisciplined.
There was a big line of narrative in Voluntary Reaction Saturday night, Bob, is that our coach has lost his testicular fortitude.
Yes.
And
Do you agree with that?
Men's Pro Knoxville can help there.
Has he lost his balls?
Yeah, I think we've talked about that. As a matter of fact, we've talked about how we pine for what happened to the Josh Heupel in the Alabama game.
Heupel 2 years ago, that 4th and short again, that he called the timeout for. No timeout. He's lining it up, and he's probably running it.
Yep.
And I don't know if it worked or not, but he would have saved that timeout. He's not going to sit there and staring down the line of scrimmage, let the clock run down, call timeout. Like he's going to go ahead and he's going to run the play. It might work, it might not, but he's not going to sit there and vacillate for 30 seconds of game clock.
So, look, right now, no, we don't fire him. And God, not this year. Russell, you hit it. Who's out there? Who's better? And there's nobody that's out there that I would jump on hiring. I would sell my soul and maybe think about Lane for a minute.
Hold on. What the hell are we talking about? Because you're basically telling me that the only reason you don't want to fire our head coach is because there's not anybody out there you'd rather hire. We went to the playoffs last year, and we had a disappointing season so far. Saturday night was our big disappointing loss. I mean, it sucked. We played so well. We gave the game away to Georgia. You knew it was going to be tough to go into T-Town and win down there with everything that entails. But I can't go with you guys. This is just, to me, this is asinine. It's asinine that we're even having this conversation.
How much does Ken Heupel make a year?
I don't know, but I know that
about $9 million. You're telling me the guy doesn't freaking know that the clock doesn't stop when you go outside at the boundary with 2 minutes plus on the clock? He's sitting there talking to the ref. What's going on? Why isn't the clock stopping? It's your job to know, as a freaking D1 Power 4 coach, to know when the clock stops and doesn't stop.
You guys have gone. You guys, everybody. It's not just Tennessee fans. Everybody's just gone fire credit. You guys just want to fire the coach. It's like a knee-jerk reaction.
No, I never once said I would fire him. I don't want him fired. I want him to grow his sack back, and I want him to be the coach that he can. I think he can be the right coach. I think he was the right coach before. I think whatever is going on, he's lost some people that had some magic, and he's not able to identify the people he needs to get. If he needs to quit hiring his friends, and if his friends aren't doing the job, again, that's a Ken move. He's got to be Josh. If your friends aren't getting the job done, you got to get rid of them. So I'm all for keeping Joshua Heupel, but if he doesn't go back to being Josh Heupel, if he stays Ken Heupel, he is going to. I mean, look,
Ken's got to go.
He's already setting in. Apathy is setting in.
Apathy is setting in. Apathy is setting in. This may be one of the Ken Heupel. We take one night off from Voluntary Reaction. This is what we get, Walker. Ken Heupel. You proud of yourself for us?
Stand by.
Huh? This little zoo you presided over Saturday night after a heartbreaking loss?
Oh, yeah. Because if only the firm and rigid standards of Bear had been in place, then everything, it would have been a smooth sailing ship with no immaturity whatsoever.
None.
What are you talking about, dude?
Can't
Like you
hide
don't
all.
think that's hysterical.
And by the way, and you're right, we all looked at the beginning of the season saying we expect, let's maybe plan on a loss at Alabama. You can't feel good about that Alabama loss, man. I mean, not just because we lost.
I feel good
No,
about
but
it.
my point is, man, they have not looked good. The 3 wins in conference that they have, okay, those are against teams that are a combined 2-14 right now.
All I'm saying is everybody's just, it's exhausting, man.
It is, but that's what we do, man.
It's exhausting watching this team fart around and lose games they shouldn't. I feel his frustration, man. I feel the frustration. I feel you, Rando. Guy makes $9 million a year. He can handle a little criticism. He's a big boy.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I think it's still, I don't know, all the hot seat and, when you start thinking about what was the phrase he used, sell his soul for, the whole Lane Kiffin thing. I mean, what's Kiffin?
Did you take Kiffin right now?
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
Yeah, really. I'll stick with Hypes.
No.
You wouldn't take him, Walker?
No.
Bob, would you take Kiffin?
I have other. I mean,
You take Kiffin. Give me the.
He's a better looking.
Hold on.
version of what
Give
we
me the
got.
elevator pitch. Lane Kiffin over Josh Heupel.
The elevator pitch? He would. There's a different energy level that he's got than Josh. He coaches offense really well. I'd say close to as good as Josh. Can recruit the hell out of places. He's doing it at Ole Miss, man. That should be enough right there. They could contend for a national title at Ole Miss this season.
I'll believe it when I see it, Bob. Now, he may do it this
It's
year.
happening
He
right
may
now. What do you
finally-
mean when you see it? Like they could be in that playoff thing tomorrow night.
Yeah. They're ranked 4th in the country,
Hey,
dude.
tomorrow night's not the end of the season, boys. Is it? The playoffs start after tomorrow night. It's tomorrow night the final time those things come out. I have faith in Kiffin. He can shoot himself in the foot between now and the end of the season. I'm not saying he will. Looks like he's got a pretty decent.
What do you
good
think is
shot
more
at it.
likely, that Kiffin shoots himself in the foot, or that Tennessee loses 1 or 2 more games and goes 8-4, 7-5?
I mean, that's not even a fair thing. You want to ask me something? What do you think is more likely? Kiffin shooting himself in the foot, or Kiffin making the national championship game?
No, that's not what. How is it not fair? I'm asking you, what's more likely, that Kiffin makes the playoffs or that we go 7-5?
Kiffin makes the playoff.
I'd
It's
say
much more
probably
likely.
more likely that we go. I think it's more likely that we go 7-5.
If he wins
Kiffin
one
make that.
playoff game, I think that makes the resume better than what Josh
I would
has.
love to be coach here.
If he wins a playoff game. Right now, Heupel's got him. Heupel's been in the playoffs. He's got a Sugar Bowl win with Jackson. Was it Jackson Dart? Or
Yeah.
no. What was the other?
Corral.
kid? Matt Corral. Yeah. He's a better looking version of Heupel. His teams are undisciplined. His defense isn't that great.
So now we're pivoting to do you mean like physically better looking?
Well, yeah, he's a better looking. He's Heupel.
Bob, we told you we need another apology.
No, there's no apology for me. I'm saying that's nonsense. If that's what we're saying, that's not why we want Heupel or Kiffin.
Quick break. More Fan Run Radio. Back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM.
Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app.
This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at bigsportshow.com. That's bigsportshow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Yeehaw!
I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
It's time to select the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
Regular season is over.
Wow. Yes, it is. It's playoff time.
Yep. Some stunning results and performances from Week 11. We'll go through these real quick here. Will Jones, the quarterback at Maryville, 13 of 15 for 115 yards and a touchdown. Also ran for a touchdown and caught a touchdown.
What?
As Maryville shut out Oak Ridge 34-0 in a huge statement game for the Red Rebels. And you wonder what that does to Oak Ridge's psyche after they were undefeated and lose at the end like that. Bryson Hedrick, Sevier County wide receiver. We've talked about him a ton this year. He had 218 receiving yards and a couple of touchdowns in the 40-7 win over Morristown West. Brody Rogers from Halls. I mean, very, very easily could have won it this week. 8 catches for 130 yards and 3 touchdowns, 5 tackles and 2 interceptions on defense.
Nice.
Man was everywhere in a 41-21 win over Clinton. A couple of the Powell guys, they beat West 15-3. DeMarcus Huffine Jr., 3 interceptions, a pass broken up, and 3 tackles. And then Iverson Garcia, the kid we're trying to flip from South Florida, had 19 tackles, including 3 TFLs and 2 sacks. But this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week, it has to go to an Anderson County player, right?
I was going to say,
J.D. Gillum, the coach's son there, the quarterback, 308 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Woo. As the Mavericks upset Alcoa, a shocker, 31-30, Anderson County.
What a game.
What a win for that program. So J.D. Gillum is our North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
I wonder how long it's been since, I guess, other than Maryville, who's beaten Alcoa in a regular season game.
West has beaten them a couple times. CAK beat them a couple times.
Doesn't happen often, though.
No, it doesn't.
That is, by the way, speaking of CAK, saw where Rusty Bradley, hired as the new head coach at Lenore City today.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to him. One of my Rusty's a funny guy. He's one of my favorites, though. So I hope that goes well for him. Davies' alma mater.
A lot of bouncing around for Rusty.
Yeah. There's
Rolling Stone gathers no moss, Bob.
There's a bunch of those guys in high school football through the years who just roll around.
Yeah. Walker, I'm afraid their season's over, right? They didn't even qualify for playoffs.
I don't know. I saw somebody like Farragut's in the playoffs, and they won 3 games?
Yeah.
We're not going to the playoffs.
Had to win that last game to qualify, I think, and they got
something
crushed.
like that. No, I think West made it though, didn't they? Do you know who you guys have?
Yeah, I think we play Sevier County.
At Sevier County?
Could be worse. You could be driving all the way to Memphis to get your brains beat in.
That's true. I'm pumped for it. It's going to be a fun Friday next week. It's going to be really good.
It's got to be good for you without Webb taking a loss.
This is always one of the weirdest days of the year for me, is walking out the first David, who alert listener, is who always points this out to me, because I don't understand daylight savings time, but apparently it was daylight. Now it's just standard time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But always that first show walking out at 6 p.m. when it's dark outside is always just unsettling.
Well, now for us on our side of the studio, we have a window that's open, so we could see it change. Your guys is still blacked out. Over there.
Yeah, it only lasts for like a month and a half or so, but it's a weird time. I don't like it. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Walker. Thank you, Bear. We will be back to do it again tomorrow, 3 to 6, right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so